Recording is in progress, honey. Recording is in progress. Start webinar. Start it. Start it. Start it. So I should be seeing a lot of people coming in. I don't, yeah, everybody should be coming in right now. Webinar is going live. Let's see. Put the comments right here. I do want to let everybody know that. Stop gatekeeping what you use for your waves. Y'all, I don't use nothing but water for my waves and enhancement for my line because my line is damn thin, okay? My line is thinning out, and it was stress. Trading has saved my damn life. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm on live. But let me see. Let me cut the comments on. Everyone can comment. Hey, yes. But yeah, so I might be catching me a flight to Turkey. And y'all be seeing me on here. Videos gonna be y'all ain't gonna see nothing but this and below because that head gonna be swell. It's webinar part of the Zoom, so I know for next time. What you mean is webinar part of the Zoom? Do you mix strategies or are you strictly ICC? I am strictly ICC. That's all I see. It's ICC. Okay. 145 people here. We're waiting. First of all, while everybody get in here, I'm going to tell everybody, y'all can hear me correctly? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Let me see. See, all right, let me get out here because I'm on Zoom. Okay, I'm gonna get off here too. But I'm gonna give everybody 5 minutes to come in, 5 minutes to say hey, 5 minutes to speak to each other because the comments are getting cut off real soon. Because this live, we will not be on here for 6 hours like the last time. Okay? We will not be on here for 6 hours like the last time. One of my rules for this webinar is, and I'm gonna cut the live off in a minute, but one of my rules for this webinar is um write down y'all's questions. Write down y'all questions. And when y'all hear somebody else ask a question, please pay attention to those questions that those people are asking because this time I probably won't be able to get to everyone that asked their questions. That's the reason why the other one was 6 hours long. But yeah, so if someone asks a question that you have or similar to what you have, then just please pay attention and write your notes down. And if you do, come to the Discord because I will be posting the Discord link in the comments so everybody can join the Discord. It's $35 a month. Yeah, we'll be able to join the Discord, and we do have weekly meetings every single Sunday. If we don't have a meeting that Sunday, we probably have a meeting that Monday or Tuesday, but mostly on Sundays if I'm not busy. Okay. And honestly, you know what? I can say because I booked the studio for 3 hours, well, 2.5 hours, but I think I'm gonna tell them I'm gonna pay some money for an extra 30 minutes. Whenever we do get done with this, I will leave and I will go home and then we'll go on TikTok live and then I'll answer some of y'all questions there too. Okay, is that cool? Do you copy trade? We're not talking about copy trading right now, Ebony. Let's keep it at a minimum right now. Okay, let's get the starters here first. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay. If you didn't mention it, let me see what my friend said. Oh yeah. If I did not mention it, we don't talk about it. Okay. Only thing I'm going to mention in this webinar is every single thing that you will need to be a successful day trader using ICC. Okay. So what time is it? We got 2 more minutes and then we will start with the webinar. 212 people are in here, which means that it's probably going to be about 275 people DMing me for the replay when I already told them that the replay automatically gets sent to y'all afterwards. But you know, a lot of people don't listen, so I can take that. Like, what is a webinar? An app? No, the webinar is on Zoom. It's a link that it's a private link that you was supposed to get. But you know what? Every time I do these webinars, after I get done doing the webinars, there's so many people saying, "Oh, can you please do another one?" I'm like, the link was just up, but this one did sell out. So I said seven. Oh no, it said seven. You know, it said EDT or EST. Okay, I don't know what the hell. What the hell is say? Y'all saying different shit? Hell, what the hell is saying? Well, you know, it's probably gonna say whatever it said, whatever time zone y'all. What is EDT? I put EDT. Girl, don't look. I was tired. Hell, I'm sorry, my bad. Hey, y'all here ain't it? Ain't no time zone call no damn EDT. I hope y'all knew what I was talking about. Is it late to pay and join? Yes, it is late to pay and join. I'm actually going to get off this live in about 30 seconds because the webinar is getting ready to start. So everyone say hey to all. Say hey to everybody on the live stream. And y'all, look at the setup, y'all. Boom. No, I'm finna get off of this TikTok live because I'm on TikTok live talking to all y'all got in here. How many people in here? 239, 230. Half of these people. Oh, it's Saturday, honey. Everybody going out and stuff. But yeah, y'all, I'm getting off of TikTok live, y'all. I'm finna to go over to my webinar. And yeah, so we can go ahead and get this thing started because I'm not a person that really just likes to procrastinate. I like to get straight to it. Straight to it. So the first thing I'm going to leave the comments on while I read y'all the rules and the regulations of this, well, while I do the introduction of this webinar. First off, see, go to Canva. Oh, how do I get the comments and stuff? Give me just a second, y'all. I'm trying to put the comments on here. Girl, I don't know how to put the comments on. Well, maybe I don't need the comments on here. Oh, oh. If I risk it all. Oh, I supposed to been sharing my screen. I'm tripping. I ain't even share my screen with y'all. But you know what? Players fuck up too. So it's okay. Now let me put myself down here. Actually, I'm gonna put my whole screen. Okay. Now let me put myself over here, down here, in the corner down here. I'm gonna be really small, y'all, once y'all see this because I will be putting the professional what's called down there. So don't worry about that. Okay. Can y'all see the screen? Yes, no, yes, no. Boom. Okay. Okay, so my name is D Montreal. This is my Futures ICC Strategy webinar. In this webinar, I'll walk you through the ICC framework used to identify structured future setups, break down market behavior, and approach trading with a clear, repeatable strategy. Meet your host, which is me. It's really quick because this is not about me. It's about y'all ass, not me. Okay. So I'm 25 years old. I'm a futures trader. I was introduced to trading in 2024, in November of 2024 to be exact. And I quit trading in November of 2024 to be exact because it was too damn much. I thought it was too much, but it really wasn't. I just wasn't ready then. I began taking trading seriously in October of 2025. That's when I actually picked it back up and became profitable by January 2026. I don't know why I put this in here because this really don't matter, but I worked multiple jobs, discovering trading. Now I'm helping others understand the futures market. Webinar rules. Please listen. If you haven't listened a day in your damn life, listen right now. Use this few seconds to listen. Well, minutes to well, actually hours, but please listen to this. No recording, which I don't think y'all can record no way. Um, Pay attention. Please pay attention. No questions in the live chat, which the live chat is going to be off. So let me make sure. Oh, no, 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 no. Just host. Y'all can hear me? Y'all can see me? No questions in the live chat, which the live chat is going to be off. And I will turn the live chat right back on after each section so we can have questions. So make sure y'all are asking questions and please make it at least one question. And when you make one question, will there be a recording? I'm finna turn the comments off because y'all, I'm finna send because they let me know that y'all not paying attention. Y'all didn't even pay attention to the videos before y'all bought it. I told y'all that the recording gonna get sent out, okay? Okay. Now, Sky Love, the recording will be sent out. You fine. That's just my humor. But still, I was being for real, but that's just me being humorous. There's only one teacher here, which is me. Forget everything you've learned so far. This is your new beginning, the right start, the right beginning. Replay will be sent out to, see, you didn't even let me get to it. It's right here, honey. Replay will be sent out to everyone who purchases a seat. Discord link, let me move this right here because y'all can't see this, but I see it right here. Discord link at the end of the webinar. I told y'all we'll be doing the Discord link. Keep y'all's mic muted, which y'all will actually have to raise y'all hands to unmute the mic. So that is, I don't think that would be a problem. Oh girl, I'm not stuff at? Yeah, no problem, man. But write your questions down as I go and hold them until the end. And when I say hold them until the end, just hold them until I tell y'all that it's time to ask questions. Then I'll get a few people to ask questions, and then I'll answer those questions. And if the questions aren't related to whatever I just covered, then I'll be skipping that question until like the end of the webinar. If I didn't mention it, it's not needed. Also, if you have a pen and paper, take notes, please. Pay attention to other people's. Did I spell it right? Yeah, I put the wrong what's called right here, possibly possibly. Other people's questions. Boom. Next slide. Honey. We ain't gonna This webinar is set up to be a life-changing point in your life. Know that everything that's being taught in this webinar is all you will ever need to become a profitable or successful futures day trader using the ICC strategy. I made sure I put this down here because a lot of people want to know if it's easy. It's not easy, but it's simple. If you keep it simple, it can be easy. If you don't keep it simple, you make it hard. Period. Oh, excuse me. Drink some water if I get parched. Today, I'm going to break down a few important things. First, I'm going to show y'all how the futures market actually works because a lot of people jump into trading without understanding the structure of the market. Me in November 2024, and I got scared and left. Then I introduce you to the ICC concepts I use when analyzing charts. We'll also talk about how to identify high probability setups, proper risk management, and the mindset that separates profitable traders from gamblers. Because people call us gamblers, but it's not gambling if you know what the hell you're doing, period. Trading is 10% skill, 90% psychology. So once you got the skill, a lot of us psych ourselves out because we get the skill and then it be our psychology that we get to like fucking up and shit. And we start thinking that we don't got the skill. No, once you got the skill, you got the skill. It's that psychology you have to work on. So learning the skill isn't the hard part when it comes to trading. Psychology is. Once you've mastered psychology, you will become unstoppable. Now, 5 to 10% of traders are successful. And don't let that little number, that little percentage scare you because that is a lot of people. That's 5 to 10% of people who trade. Not that many people trade, but well, it is a lot of people that trade, but not that many people compared to how many people in the world. But signs of bad. Am I going too fast, y'all, or am I good? I'm good. Y'all good? Okay. Signs of bad psychology is overtrading, meaning that you could be in a green day still, but if you could still overtrade and end the day in green, that's just period. Revenge trading, which means that taking a trade after a loss. Fear of missing out, which we call it FOMO, which you are buying or selling because the market already moved or because everyone else is buying or selling, not accepting losses, being overconfident. Yes, you can be overconfident in trading and you can lose your damn money. Okay. Overthinking and constantly changing strategies. I always tell people one simple, one session, one strategy. Me personally, even though I am considered a mentor, I still use just NQ, micros on NQ. I use minis every here and there, but mostly micros, especially in my Discord, because I want people to understand the strategy and not the goddamn not the profits right now. I could easily be throwing 7,000 in people's face, telling people I made 2,500 in 15 minutes, but that's only going to make people want the money. I want people to want the skill. So if I got to put $350 out and held that trade for 30 minutes to make $350 just to show you that the skill is the skill, that's what I'm going to do. And that's what I do in my Discord now. Constantly changing strategy. Oh, I already said that. But yeah, what are futures? Futures are contracts that allow traders to buy or sell at a set price. I ain't know what the hell to put right here where it say ICC at, so I just put ICC because it won't let me delete it. But you make money whether the chart goes up or down. Now, this is why people trade futures. Most of the reasons, these are most of the reasons that I trade futures as well. High leverage with regulated brokers, which means that you can control a large futures position with a relatively small amount of money or margin, as we say in trading, because the broker is regulated. The broker is regulated, meaning that the broker is legally supervised by the government financial authorities. That means that they must follow strict rules designed to protect traders. So most of the time when you have high leverage with regulated brokers, they can't really do no fuck shit with your money. I mean, if they do, they get watched by the government. So yeah. Big contracts with more liquidity. There are a lot of buyers and sellers in the market. Turn my stuff off. There are a lot of buyers and sellers in the market. This make it easier to who the hell is doing this in the comments? Wait a minute. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta re. Hey, what's your name? Jario. What you putting all them O's in the comments for? Let me move the comments right here because we ain't gonna get distracted today. But y'all, I'm gonna turn these comments off right now. Let me turn it off. All right, it'll be back. Boom. Okay. There are a lot of buyers and sellers in the market. This market is easier to enter and exit. Um, Easier to exit trades quickly with smoother price movement. You moving a bit fast. Also, am I moving too fast, y'all? Because honestly, even if I read this slow, it wouldn't make sense to y'all right now, anyways, because a lot of y'all are beginners. So all of this would sound gibberish. Okay, I just want to make sure. But yeah, this is really, even if I took my time with reading all of this, it's still going to sound gibberish because a lot of y'all beginners don't really know what none of this mean until it's in y'all face anyways. So, yeah. You get 24-hour market access. Um, you get 24-hour access. Keep going. That's why there's a recording. Correct. You get 24-hour market access, meaning that future markets are open nearly all day, allowing traders to enter and manage trades during both the US and global trading sessions, which I'll break down all the sessions for y'all as well. And you also, which is my favorite, you can make money whether price is going up or down, right? Uh, let's see. And by that, you can just buy when you expect price to rise or sell when you expect price to fall or go down. And we almost done with this first part anyway, so I'm gonna turn the comments off and then we'll come back with questions in about a few minutes. So, which markets to trade? A lot of people don't know which markets to trade. I put beginner friendly and non-beginner friendly, but honestly, both of these markets are beginner friendly because as a beginner, you can trade either one of these. But just know that over here, you're going to be losing a lot, not losing a lot. You're going to be risking a lot of more money. But if you do know what you're doing, you can make a lot of more money as well. So we have what we have is commodity futures and index futures. Now, I typically do NASDAQ. That's what I'm on now. Like I said, one symbol, one session, one strategy. This is my symbol right here, NASDAQ, what I do. Some people do the S&P 500, gold, crude oil. Me personally, I just stick with that right there because it's actually the cheapest, and I'll tell y'all about contract sizes and stuff too. Commodity futures track the price of physical goods, which is this right here. These are commodities. While futures track the performance of stock market right there. So that's when Trump get on the mic and say some dumb shit just to shoot the market up, like he been doing all week. The market been ass. So yeah. So we're gonna get straight to market structure. Market structure is basically how the market moves. The market moves in three ways and three ways only: up, down, or left to right. And when it's moving up, this is called a uptrend. So you can see this going up right here. That is an uptrend, meaning that it made a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. When it's moving left to right, that means that we call that consolidation. It makes the same highs and same lows. So we wait for price to break out of one of those zones right there, and that'll let us know where the market want to go. So right here we have lower low, lower high. This is a downtrend. Lower low. I mean lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. I don't know if y'all can see my mouse right here. Y'all can see my mouse right here. Um, hmm. To those who don't really understand the higher high and higher low, basically price started right here, came all the way up here, and it made a high right here. Came down here, made a low, higher low. This is the higher low because that is the previous low, and this low is higher than this low. This is a higher high because this is the previous high that this high is higher than. So as long as you see that higher high, higher low, you are always going to consider that a uptrend because in an uptrend you will only ever make two of the things: higher highs and higher lows. Now on a while you consolidating, when you on consolidation, I'm sorry, you can make a higher high than a lower low, then keep on. It'd be crazy going like higher highs, lower lows, then a lower high, then a higher lower high. That's called consolidation to me. Now, this right here, downtrend, is the complete opposite, literally the opposite of a uptrend. Lower low, lower high. Well, no, this first low would be considered a low. So that's a low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So before I move on to the next thing, do y'all got that? Let me turn the comments on. Mm. Everybody should actually say yes to this. So that's is literally in our face. Okay. So now we're going to talk about candlesticks. I'm going to turn the comments back off again. No one. Now we are going to talk about our candlesticks. What we have right here, this one is called a bullish candle. This one is called a bearish candle. Now, when you hear people talk of futures trading, you will hear people say the word bullish and bearish. Now, some of y'all came from options. You will hear people say puts, sales. No, they will say puts and calls. Um, a call is the same thing as a bull is as bullish. A put is the same thing as bearish. So call, not call, but bullish mean going up. Think about a bull's, and I learned this from Sierra Leah. Think about a bull's horns, and whenever he, you know, attack, he shoots you up in the air with his horns. Like that's really what bullish is. Bearish, same thing. Sierra Leah taught me that bears go down, get their food from the ground. Like they eat, they go down. I'm not a good analogist type of person. I don't know if I said shit right, but yes. Look right here. So on a bullish candle, that means that open price opens at the bottom and it goes up. On a bearish candle, price is going to open at the top of the body. This is open price and it goes down. So with this candle right here, this is a bullish candle, meaning that it is going up. This is the open. This is the close. This is where price opened at. This is where price closed at. We have this right here. This is the highest price went. Let's just say this is a whole 5 minute candle right here. This high right here is literally the highest point that happened in that 5 minutes. This low right here is the lowest point that price happened right here. So if you can see price open right here, it came down here just a little bit. The candle was red, then it shot right back up. It turned back green right here, and it shot all the way up here, and it came out, it rejected up here and came all the way down and then closed right here in those 5 minutes. So this is what we call a body. This is what we call a upper wick. This is what we call a lower wick. Same thing with bearish candle. A bearish candle, price opens up at the top, come all the way down and close at the bottom. If you can see within these 5 minutes of this whole candle, price actually opened right here, probably went down a little red, came back up. Once it came up here, it was green for a little second. It rejected right there, came back down. As soon as it came back right here and shot down, it was red all the way down here, and it rejected from this zone, came back up right here and closed within 5 minutes. It closed within 5 minutes, right? So these are the real bodies. Do anyone have questions on the bodies of the candles? Let me turn the comments on. No, 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 no. Candlestick Patterson. If it's not mentioned in the Discord, I mean, if it's not mentioned in this webinar, then you do not need it. Not for this strategy. Okay, that's fine. So, I do, but I probably need to read it a few times to remember. Let me turn the comments off because y'all asking questions about stuff we not on right now. We will get to that. We gotta get to the charts first, honey. Okay, this is what an uptrend will look like on the chart. Right here, you will see that is a high. Yeah, that's a high. That's a low. That's a higher high. That's a higher low. This is a higher high right here. This is a higher low right here. This is a higher high. That's a higher low. On a downtrend, this right here is a low. That's a high. That's a lower low because it's lower than this previous low. That's a lower high because it's lower than this previous high. That's a lower low because it's lower than this previous high right here. Now, a lot of y'all get confused with this right here because y'all will see this price made a low, then it made a higher low, and it made a lower high, and y'all will be confused. But I will show y'all how to read y'all charts because this is one whole move. We look at it at ICC, right? What is this? No, girl, I needed this. Mm-mm. Hold on, y'all. Well, I'll go to my chart and show y'all this because this was actually the slide. This was the slide right here. I just made that little slide. But this right here, okay? Let me put the comments up to make sure y'all can see. Can y'all see my chart right here? Okay, I'm gonna reshare it. Yeah, because I did go on a different platform. My bad. There you go. Y'all can see it now? Yes. Got it. So if we do look at the chart right here, like I just told y'all, on a uptrend, we make higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher low, higher high. So this is a uptrend, and this is how I'm going to break ICC down because you have your indication, correction, and continuation. Your indication, your indication, you mark your previous swing high, your swing low on your four hour. Wait for a 4 hour candle to close. Wait for a 4 hour candle closure outside of the previous high and previous low. So meaning right here, this is on the uptrend. This is your high. This is your low. Price made a higher high right here, meaning that this is where price is going to indicate. So price made a high higher than this previous high right here, which made this the indication. The indication is what's telling you where the direction that it wants to go. So it indicated above this previous high right here. So it's telling us that it wants to go continue on a uptrend. The indication, the correction is always the opposite, and it come back down and make a higher low right here. But we'll talk a little bit more about this on the next slide. I just wanted to put that picture in there so y'all can see. But we're gonna go back to Canva. How you say that? Canva. I don't get no hell. Shit. No. Let's go back to Canva. Okay, y'all can see my Canva screen right now. Can I go back where, Skylar? We're gonna go back to that in a minute. We're gonna go back to that in a minute. I just wanted to show y'all that. But right here, this is y'all's contracts where you roll over your contracts on NQ. You roll over your contracts every 3 months. On gold, you roll your contracts over every single month. Those are only two ones that I actually use. But if you use more, you will have to do your research on those. But this is what a contract is, right? A rollover. Let's go to the charts real quick so I can show y'all why you should roll your contracts over. This is a chart right here. So look at this chart right here. This chart looks clean right here. Uh, this chart looks clean right here. But once it get all the way over here, it start getting real skippy and real skippy. That because that contract had ended. So I had to switch over to the right contract right here for me to see a clean chart. Meaning that on the contract that we have, like right here, you will go type in NQ, drop down your CME, and you would check the right contract. So all the way up until June, you have to be on NQM 2026. And after June, you have to be on NQU 2026. But how you would find whether you're on the right contract or not, you would go up here, you would type in cmegroup.com, and you will wait till it pull up. Once you go to cmegroup.com, you will tap this button right here, that search button, and you will put in whatever symbol you're trading. Me right here is NQ. So NQ, and then you will go to quotes. Now, because I'm telling y'all this right now, this don't mean that y'all go and do it right now because y'all will get the replay. I'm just letting y'all know I'm giving y'all all the information y'all need in this replay because we cannot slow down and wait for everybody to go in and change their charts. But you will go to quotes right here, change it to quotes, go down. You can see right here for all the way up until June, we should be on NQM6. Once June comes, by the middle of June or the end of June, you should come back and see what symbol we should be trading all the way up until September after June. That's NQU6, right? If you do gold, it'll tell you the symbol that you should be trading every single month. Y'all got that? Got it, got it, got it. Okay. Now let's go back to Canva. And boom. So we're done with that slide. We done with that slide because I actually just showed y'all that. Now let's talk about platforms. Trading platforms. TradingView is the exact app that everyone should have as a trader, especially a futures trader. TradingView is the app that you need, not even an app. I mean, if you want to download it on your phone, you can, because you can trade off of it on your phone. But that's where we go and analyze our charts on. So the trading platform is the software traders use to analyze markets and execute trades, which the first one I just told you about TradingView. TradingView is a platform where traders look at charts, analyze price movements, and share trading ideas before making trading decisions. Prop firms, on the other hand, prop firms allow skilled traders. Again, let me read that again. I should have put that in both. Skilled traders. That don't mean that you are a professional. That just means that you already got the skill. Prop firms allow skilled traders to trade larger capital provided by the firm and earn a share of the profits. Now, a lot of people' problems is they don't really have the skill and they go to prop firms and then they start down talking prop firms. But the thing is, we always want the skill first. If you got a paper trade for a month, 2 months, 3 months, do that because whether you're on, a lot of people tell me all the time, should I trade a prop firm or should I go to a live account? None of that matters. Let me look at the camera right here. A lot of y'all ask me, should I trade a prop firm account or should I trade a live account starting off? The thing with that is you should always focus on the skill because with the skill, it wouldn't matter whether you're on a live account or a prop firm account. You're going to make money on both. The same amount of money you make on that prop firm account, you can make the same amount of money on that live account. So let's shy away from the question, should I trade on a prop firm or a live account? Now, if it's coming down to like rules and all the things that you don't want to follow, like all of the payout rules and have to wait on the payout, then okay, then that's when you ask the question. But if you don't have the skill yet and you still learning the skill, prop firm versus live account is not the question you should be asking yourself. Okay, let's talk about live accounts. Again, live accounts in live account traders use real money to place trades in the real market. If we currently use Thinkorswim, are we okay to stay on that platform? Yes. Uh, let's see. I think I'm gonna open me a Thinkorswim account too. So let's talk about TradingView. Actually, I'm not fin to let me see. Charts platform analyze. Actually, we're gonna go to TradingView right now, and we're actually gonna show you how to work TradingView because I don't want to read all this and not show y'all nothing in y'all face because I don't want y'all to get bored. Well, I ain't even say bored. Well, I ain't even gonna say bored, but I don't want it to be uninteresting. Okay, so let's go to this right here. And right here. Okay, so we are on Trading View. Uh-oh. Y'all can see now. We're on Trading. Y'all can see this chart, correct? We're on Trading View right now. This is Trading View. What y'all want to do on Trading View when y'all first get y'all's Trading View. Actually, I think I turned the comments off. I'm sorry. Okay, yes. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Okay, so the first thing y'all want to do once y'all get y'all trading view account is y'all want to actually go and get the cheapest plan you can get. Get the basic plan. If you want to get the other plans, you can get the other plans and get this basically like you getting first class on an airplane. But baby, I'm in economy and we going to the same goddamn place. It don't matter. I got the basic plan. Along with your basic plan, you should have the CME groups downloaded. Now, what is a CME group? A CME group is basically it gives you the real-time data in the chart. If you do not have CME groups if you do not have a CME group subscription with futures, you will not begin the right time. You will not begin real-time data on your chart. So you will be seeing the charts right now, but whenever you enter it, enter you 15 minutes ago. So you will really be losing money. So how you would do that on TradingView and any other platform, you actually go to your settings. You will go to settings and let me move this right here. You will go to your settings and billings, and you will look for this thing called the things that says explore now. You will go to subscriptions and you will go to explore now. Your explore now is going to be somewhere up here if you're new to TradingView. If you do have a subscription with TradingView, the basic subscription or whatever subscription you have, you're just going to find explore now. Tap explore now, and you're going to type in CME group, CME, and you are going to tap that check, and it's $7 a month on top of however much your monthly bill is with TradingView. So if you're having problems with the chart not looking good, or it's saying non-tradable symbol or something like that, that's probably because your CME group, you don't have CME groups, right? And always, whenever you go to, let's see, we go back to the charts, TradingView, always, and I kind of probably lost my train of thought because I thought I was finna say something, but I can't remember what I was finna say. So Mm. I know what I was going to say. I know what I was going to say. Okay, so whenever you're going up here and you have this up here, to cancel out all of this extra noise when you come up here, all of this right here, tap futures right here. We're futures traders. So just tap futures, and every time you pull up your chart, it's going to have futures traders, futures trade, not futures traders, but futures symbols, right? And we got the CME group because every single thing we trade is going to be under the CME. If you don't have CME right there, then you're not going to trade that. So this is right here. Uh-oh. NQ. Type in NQ. This will be up. You would pull that down, go to NQM 2026. That's when somebody asks what is the rollovers, that's the rollover. You need to make sure the rollover is just making sure you're on the right chart with the most volatility. Because if you're not on the right chart with the most volatility, you will be looking at charts like this and you will be confused as hell. Especially in a market like this where Trump is manipulating the market and doing whatever the fuck he want to do with his orange head. Oh, let me stop talking about the bitch. But just make sure you're on the right chart before I get sidetracked. Okay. Now let's go back to what you call. And if I went too fast for y'all, I'm sorry. Y'all just have to y'all would have to go to the replay. Mm-mm-mm. Let's see. What time is it? Around 7:30. And 9:30. So we got 2 more hours. Oh, we got through a lot, and it's not. Oh, we might do have a good list. We might have a good list Zoom tonight. Okay, we got through a lot. We damn near through the whole thing. We're gonna get straight to the charts now, though. Let's go back to this. Okay, when we're talking about prop firms, um, let's see. Basically, if you want to think, the way that you think about a prop firm is basically it's just really a company, not a company, but basically like a bank. You getting a credit line through the bank. They're allowing you to use money and you just pay them back. The difference between a prop firm and a bank in real life is that you don't have to pay the prop firm back, but the bank want their goddamn money. Okay. The only thing the prop firm wants you to do is to not blow your goddamn account so they can take their little 10% because it is a 90-10 split on most of them. Some of them it's an 80-20 split, meaning that whatever you make, they take 10%, you take 90%. Either way it go, that's still want your money to start with any goddamn way. So take what you can take and go on about your goddamn business. Okay. We're in a industry where you do not need to be greedy. A lot of people is greedy for no goddamn reason because we all can make money regardless. Which prop firm do I recommend? I don't recommend no prop. I don't recommend prop firms because prop firms are different. Now, I'm not saying that I don't recommend y'all trade prop firms because I have two prop firms accounts and two separate live accounts. The prop firms that I go by because I like the rules is Tradeovate, not Tradeovate, but Top Step and also Lucid. Does that go for all futures? Making sure the correct charts are yes. Well, I'm gonna say the ones that I trade. Oh, excuse me. But if you trade a different symbol than that I talk about in this course, you may have to do a little research. Now, just because I give y'all all the information y'all need, y'all probably still want an extra little information. So some things you just have to go and research on your own. But me personally, I only trade NQ and Go, and I know that you have to roll those contracts over. So yes, see. But most of honestly, it's probably going to be all futures charts. So prop firms, companies that provide capital for traders to trade. Traders usually pass an evaluation or challenge to qualify. Once funded, traders trade the firm's money instead of their own. Profits are shared between the trader and the firm. Firms set risk rules, daily loss limit, which is daily loss limits, max drawdown, and etc. And it also allows traders to access larger trading capital. So let's actually go to a prop firm. We're gonna go to one of my prop firms, okay? We're gonna go to one of my prop firms. Can't feel mountain. I'm sorry I keep saying y'all. I'm just having little spasms right now. Probably because I drank that damn Red Bull. I shouldn't have drunk no goddamn Red Bull. Now my friends want to go out tonight. I want to go out. Y'all, since I started trading, I ain't even must been wanting to go out. Honestly, and I like that for me. But still. Um, this is really good, a lot of information. I'm glad. Do y'all think y'all getting a lot of information so far? Yeah, it's only been 30 minutes though, but we didn't got through this faster than the other webinar. I'm addicted to the charts. Yes, but you need to get you some weed time, friend. Y'all need to be again, well, not again, but like I told a lot of people on my live, y'all don't want trading to really consume your life. You just want trading to fund it. Okay. You don't want to wake up, eat, sleep, drink shit, trading. Honestly, me personally, I mean, all throughout the week, yes, but on the weekends, I'm going to enjoy my goddamn weekend. The other last week, a week for last, on the weekend, I gave about five, seven people $50 in my Discord. I told them, look, we not talking about no trades this weekend. Go out, have your drink, do whatever. But anyways, what was I finna get on here and do, y'all? That's why I get so goddamn sidetracked. What was I about to do? I'm about to show y'all my prop firms. Y'all show y'all about the prop firms. Because I don't want to just read it in y'all face, but go to Google. Girl, I hope I ain't been searching nothing on Google, girl. Oh, good. I for say, girl, I hope I ain't been searching none on Google because they gonna tell my goddamn business. Let's see. Is this the right one? Girl, is this the right one? Oh, let me make sure. Okay, yeah. Girl, 49. Did I lose some money? Girl, I lost some damn money. Probably when I was revenge trading the other day. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, even though, oh no, not no boot camp, honey. Y'all ain't finna go through all that. But y'all, the other day, I'm telling y'all, even though I have the 50K lucid prop firm and having trouble passing it, but I understand ICC just need more. That's why you're in the right place because we finna get y'all asses together, okay? Everybody that's new, everybody that's older trading, y'all having problems. We gonna get y'all ass together today in this Zoom after today, okay? And come to my Discord so I can stay on y'all ass. But if not, that's fine because I'm still gonna be posting on TikTok. How do I don't know how to show y'all this on here. Dashboard. Girl, anyways, let me go to the top step thing. Show y'all how the thing look. Cause I don't know how to do this shit. Girl, top step then updated all fancy and shit. Oh no, man. Girl, when I first started Top Step a while ago, girl, they did not look this fancy. Who the fuck let them have some money and shit? But anyways, right here, I'm gonna go to I'm on an MNQ, so I will show y'all how to enter and exit on here. Honestly, right here is literally just simple. Buy, sell. If you're ready for it, if you know you feel like the chart gonna go, well, not feel, because you shouldn't feel anything with trade. If you have a bias for the chart to be bullish, when it's time to get in, you tap buy. When it's time to get out, you tap sell. But I'm gonna tap buy right now just to show y'all. I'm gonna tap back. No, it ain't gonna let me because the market closed. I'm tripping. But honestly, it would enter you on the chart somewhere right here, and then you'll be able to drag the tool up for your take profit and drag the tool down for your stop loss. But we're gonna get on the actual real charts, and I'm gonna show y'all how to trail y'all's take profits, how to actually count y'all ticks and y'all where prices, points and stuff. Okay, okay. So y'all understand a little bit more about prop firms. Also, let me go to I'm gonna go to Lucid and I'm gonna explain Google. Am I being too loud? I sound like I'm being loud. I sound ghetto. Lucid. Okay, right here. Boom. So right here, this right here, this is 25K pro eval. This is the 50K eval. That's the 100K eval. It got different prices, right? That don't mean that you're gonna get an account and you got $25,000 to trade. You only got $1,250. Not 12. You only got $1,000 to trade right here. I don't know why they put 25K and 50K. I guess it's to make y'all try to psych y'all out with y'all psychology. That's why I say before you even trade on these evals, get the skill first because this 25K, that 50K gonna make you feel like you got 25K and 50K and you don't got that goddamn money. You only got $1,000 to trade on there. This account costs you $94. This account right here costs you $129. This account right here costs you $199. Of course, the more they charge you of the account, the more you have to the more max loss limit you have on your accounts. So basically, the reset fee is going to be $90, meaning that if you blow your account, you would just have to pay $90 for it to reset and you to take the eval again. Profit target means you have to make $1,250 before you can go to the funded, before you can pass your eval. Then you can actually start getting funded and making money. Max loss limit, again, that means that you only have $1,000 to lose. Once you lose $1,000, your account is blown. So if you lose $500 today and lose $500 tomorrow, your account is blown. If you lose $1,000 today, your account is blown. If you lose 500 today and make 1,500 tomorrow, that means you only up $1,000 and you need 250 more dollars, right? Drawdown end of day, meaning that at the end of the day, that's when they um like let's say for instance you lose $250, it's not gonna show up in your account. It's not gonna show that you lose $250 until the end of the day. Daily loss limit, you don't have a daily loss limit. Max size is two minis. If you are a beginner, you shouldn't be trading no goddamn minis. You're on micros, and you damn sure shouldn't be trading no damn 20 micros. Okay, look, y'all be wanting to pass these evals so quick and get in and get to the money. That's how I be knowing when I be seeing a lot of people saying they new to trading and then they try to trade the eval and pass the eval real quick. I know y'all motherfuckers just think about the money, but let's not think about the money. Let's think about the skill. I'm gonna say that through this whole thing because the skill is what gets you paid. If you ain't got the skill, what the hell you worried about the goddamn money for? Okay. Now, same thing go with this one, and every last eval is the same. Every last eval is going to show you. I mean, every last prop firm because it's different prop firms out there. All of them going to show you all of this. When people ask what prop firm would you like or what prop firm would you would do I prefer them to do? I tell them that I don't prefer a specific prop firm because every prop firm actually give you different rules or they have different profit targets or different daily. It's just how much you want. Like on this one, whenever you do get funded, you have to make $250 before you can get a payout. Max loss limit is still $1,000. Consistency rule, 40%. Um, Still the same thing with max size, two minis, 20 micros. What account size do you prefer? If you are starting out, I prefer you to trade one micro or two micros. That don't mean because I say one micro or two micros, y'all be thinking I ain't gonna make no money. I ain't gonna make no money. I don't give a damn. You ain't doing it for the money right now. You are doing it for the skill. Y'all problem be y'all are looking at the money. The money come regardless if you got the skill. Prop firm account size, it don't matter with that either. If you got the skill, you can get either one. But honestly, me personally, I always do the 50K funded. But still, what amount should you start with for live? However much you are comfortable with losing. Yeah, you got to crawl before you walk. So yes, do are y'all okay with all the prop firm information? I mean, of course, throughout the course, we probably talk a little bit more about prop firms, but do y'all kind of get the basics of prop firms now? Because we finna go to the charts. I know I said that about 30 times, but bitch, I'm tired of this goddamn uh Canva and this presentation. I don't like presentations. I use the Pro. I used to use the Flex. Uh, let's go and finish this. What time is it? Boom. 45 minutes. How do I get off this? Share, go back to Canva. Okay, I think this is the last one. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So the last one is we got live account. A live account is a real money account. I mean, account where what is a real money account used to trade in financial markets. Yes, I said there. I should have said it the way that I talk, but still, trades are executed in actual market conditions. Profits and losses are real, meaning that whatever you make is your money, whatever you lose is your money. If you want to take that money out today, you can take that money out today. If you lose money, you can't take nothing out today, and all thing you can do is put money back in there to lose or grow again, then that's what that is. Different, it is different from a demo account, which uses simulated money uses it's used for stocks, forex, futures, which is what we trade. Don't care about none of those other things. I mean, of course you can get into those, but that's not what I'm talking about. Crypto and other markets, and it helps traders experience real trading emotions and risk. Now I know a lot of y'all have problems with, and I'm also going to go to my live chart too. Actually, we're going to go straight to the charts after this so I can show y'all about the live charts too. But I know a lot of y'all be having trouble with y'all psychology after y'all get funded. Like a lot of y'all start paper trading and y'all be good, y'all in the trade. You know, you can hold your trades, and but now once you go live, you have problems with holding your trades, or you scared, or you have FOMO and stuff. That's because, like, I mean, psychology plays a big part in trading your psychology do play a big part in trading, paper trading. But trust, once you get to that real life, that's why I tell y'all start trading micros because it's going to start all the way over. You're going to think you got it. You're going to go to that live account and you're going to blow that live account trying to trade it the same way you traded with paper trading. That paper trading is just to sharpen up your confidence. And that live trading, as soon as you get on that live trading, you need to go straight to micros. Micros, two max. And I think I just the prop firms right here that I know of, which is this is the top two right here. Let me pull up the comments. Y'all woke, y'all woke. Where do you paper trade? I'm about to show y'all where y'all paper trade. Prop firms, that y'all, how what? It saved me from blowing my account. Yes. I'm gonna show y'all how to paper trade in a minute. Prop firms right here, these are the prop firms that I tell people about all the time, but these are the top prop firms that people talk about all the time. Top Step, Lucid Trading, Apex Trader, Funding, Take Profit Trader, which you'll see people say TPT, they talking about Take Profit Trader, they'll say Lucid, they talking about Lucid Trading. Live brokers is Tradeovate, Ninja Trader, Think of Swim. These are the only three that really rung a bell to me. I do have one with Tradeovate. I am thinking about getting one with Thinkorswim, and I am starting the process of getting me a one with AMP futures, which I don't have on here, but I started looking to AMP futures too. The difference, what I like about live futures are you are self-funded, meaning that you don't have to wait to get a payout. Whatever you make today, you can cash out fully in control of your own account. More freedom while trading and no major rules. Although with prop firms, you do have major rules. You do have freedom while trading, but not that much freedom. You're not fully in control of your own account, and you are not self-funded. Now, you still can make the same amount of money you make on your live account, but it comes with some type of stipulations. Okay. Jesus, time to go to the charts, y'all. Yes, I'm so fucking tired of these damn presentations, y'all. I do not like presentations. Oh my God, I don't like presentations, y'all. Are y'all here with me? Y'all survived that little presentation? Y'all good? Y'all, we take a breather. Good, 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 good. We here, we ready. I hope y'all ready. And we about to get into some chats now. Okay. Let's go straight to the choice. Let's go straight to the choice. Girl, let me stop acting crazy for y'all get telling people I'm crazy. Yeah. Okay. People be trying to tell me I got ADHD, but I tell them I ain't got it. But I know I got it. I just ain't got prescribed. So if I ain't got prescribed, then the bitch can't tell me I got it because of where the paperwork at. Anyways. Oh, uh, This is the part where a lot of y'all are going to ask a lot of questions, and I am okay with y'all asking a lot of questions. I do want y'all to actually remember the rules. You will not actually. We're going to go over this right here, ICC. ICC is indication, correction, and continuation, basically market structure. If price is moving in a uptrend, that higher high is your indication, that higher low is your correction, and that next higher high is your continuation. That's all it is. Now, it's not easy, but it's simple. Okay. ICC, indication, correction, and your continuation. If you do not have a indication on your chart, you don't have nothing. You shouldn't be in a chart, in no trade. If you have your indication and your correction, but the continuation haven't started, you should not be in no trade. You should only be in your trade when your continuation starts. Okay. So if we look at the market right here early in the morning, we're gonna always come back to this chart right here so we're gonna always come back to that chart so we can go back and I'm gonna let y'all answer what I asked y'all because I need y'all to get it tonight. You're gonna get it tonight. Anyways, if you go on your 4 hour chart early in the morning, and we're gonna start right here. Let's say we're gonna back test starting. Come on, time this is boop boop boop. I just do it to 2 o'clock in the morning counter. If you look at the charts right here, a lot of y'all have problems finding y'all previous highs and previous lows. That's the first thing we're going to talk about because where should we mark up your charts to dictate where to indicate? Give me a second to answer, love. Um, It's kind of, I know this past week been so hard for a lot of people to find their previous highs and previous lows, and that is okay. A lot of people think that they don't have the skill. People that actually got it think that they don't have the skill because the market is really ass right now. Okay. Marking your swing high and swing low is a lot of times it's going to be kind of in your face, but when the market is like it is right now, sometime all of this right here, y'all be looking for a higher and a low, higher and a low. You can find it here, but me personally, when the market is ass like it is right now, and if it's doing something like this, I look at where price is weakening at all the way right here. I put a little zone right there, and they keep coming down here, rejecting right here. I put a zone right there. You see price broke out of it, and it sold all the way down. So that would have let me know that price was ready to sell down. But anyways, let's go to, actually, we're going to go to right here. We're going to go to the chart where, part of the chart where it was acting stupid. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, it's Mr. Steel, girl. Let me delete all this off my chart, girl. These one-on-ones have my charts packed down, honey. So right here, if you're looking at it right here, okay? Let me replay. Let me delete this right here. Y'all can see my charts, can't it? I'm deleting all this. Yes, yes, yes. Got it. Boom. So we're gonna replay it right here. Boom, 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 boom. 2 o'clock in the morning. Boom. Kathy, I'm going to get to that. I'm going to turn the comments out just a little minute, just for a little minute. But yes, it should be applied across all time frames, right? But if you get on the charts early in the morning, and this is how the chart's looking right here. Let's just say these boxes are nothing is not right here. You will be looking for your previous high and your previous low. Now, a lot of people get on the charts and they get on the 1 hour. We do not get on the 1 hour. We get on the 4 hour. The 4 hour is what give us the best information. The 4 hour is like your grandparents. You know, they always tell you what's right. They tell you right from wrong, what you need to do, what you don't need to do. But if you don't listen to them, shit go wrong anyway. So if you don't listen to your goddamn grandparents and your grandmama and older people, I mean, sometimes they be wrong, hell, just like the 4 hour time frame. Sometimes they be wrong. But most of the time, they be correct. It's more wise. It has more wisdom. Okay. I can't not turn the comments off. I gotta have the comments on because I need y'all to let me know when y'all don't understand something. But okay, it's back on. So right here, a lot of us get on the 4 hour market early in the morning, and y'all would be looking at where price is right here, price is in a downtrend right here. Now it's in an uptrend. And you would get super confused because what you're looking at things that not day traders look at, but swing traders look at. Because if we're marking up on a 4 hour, then only three candles is going to be our session. Three candles is one session, right? So that means that if you're looking at all of this, that all that shit hadn't been happened last week. That's it a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Um, we only care about where price is right now and where price is going. So what we get from where price is right now, you literally go back just a day or a session or 2 sessions ago. Price is right here. We finding our previous high and our previous low, current high, previous low, previous high. If you well, how do I mark this at? Because how do I mark this? What my little tool at? Right here. Wait, this is the low. Mm, mm. Would this be considered the previous high right here? Right here. I just put right here. People would see, they would say this is the indication, correction, but also if this low get broken right here, previous low that's broken. So if you can't find the previous high or the previous low once you first get on your chart, just look at what trend you're in and see what was broken. Was the low broken or the high broken? If you can get on the chart right here and the chart is looking like this, you know this is a low, that's a high, that's a lower low. This is coming to make probably a lower high. So this is a lower low right here, meaning that this low was broken. That was the previous low that was broken. That was your indication to the downside. Lower low. Your swing highs and previous swing highs and previous swing lows swing from each other. So actually, this was the swing high right here because it swung from there. It's always going to swing from that low. Now, sometimes it's going to be one candle in between. Sometimes it's going to be three candles in between. Sometimes it's going to be four candles in between. But your swing high is always going to swing to your swing low. If you find one first, you should always be able to find the other one. If you find that swing low first, you should always be able to find that swing high because it's going to swing straight up to that high or straight up to that high. A lot of people get confused on whether the swing low is on the left or the right. You're not looking for the left or the right. You're looking for a point. You're looking for the lowest point. You're looking for the highest point, highest previous point, the lowest previous point. So this right here is the previous low right here. This is the previous high. That was your indication right here. What time you mark? I mark my charts whenever I get on the charts. I only trade New York session. When I trade New York session, that means that I get on my charts around 9, 8:30, or 9 o'clock. I do not mark my wicks because I don't care where price was. I only care about where price is. We're day traders. We're not swing traders. So we don't mark our wicks. I only care about where price is. I don't care about where price was. Got it? Please explain it one more time. We're going to do a few of them. So it's even if you don't get it here, I'm going to make sure y'all motherfuckers get it. Okay. So highs and lows are where it goes up or down. Your highs and your lows are the highest points. If you have to change to that line chart right there, boom, that's a high, that's a low. If you're having trouble with that chart right here when it's like this, switch over to that line chart. You can see right here. This is the high, this is the low right here. Price made a lower low right here, meaning that this low was broken. That was your indication to the downside. But we're gonna do some more. Is the gray candle the indication or the gray candle is the indication. This is the indication. This is your bearish candle. This orange candle is your bullish candle. So the orange candle is your green. The gray candle is your red. But we're gonna do a few more. Okay, we're gonna do a few more. But right now we're gonna focus on ICC. So your indication tells you where the charts want to go. So if you got up in the morning and your candles was in between this right here, it didn't tell you where the charts want to go. The charts only tell you where it want to go if it closed outside of one of these zones right here, this previous high or this previous low. If this is the current candle right here and it's moving up and down, but it already came outside of this previous low right here, that is not an indication until that candle closes on the outside of that previous low. So if you are 30 minutes, if this 4 hour candle right here has 30 minutes left and it's still moving, but it's all the way down here, close your chart, leave your chart, and come back in 30 minutes. If that candle has closed outside of your chart, then that means that, I mean, outside of that previous low, then you have your indication. You don't go to no 1 hour because we don't care about the 1 hour. The 1 hour is just another 4 hour with too much information that we don't want to hear. Okay. The 1 hour is only used when the 4 hour is not making sense. And me, I'm to the point right now, especially with these market conditions. If the 4 hour don't make sense, I don't have a trade. But some people do trade the 1 hour, and you do the same thing on the 1 hour that you do on here. Wherever you mark your charts up, that's where you wait for your indication. So I mark my previous high, I mark my previous low. If price don't indicate outside of either of those zones, I don't have an indication. But since price had already indicated outside and closed outside of that zone, that previous low right here last night, then I already have my indication. Sometimes, most of the time, well, I ain't gonna say most of the time, but sometimes you come on the chart and you will have your indication and correction, like it's doing here. I personally, that's my favorite one. I actually love, how do I set up my trading view to see timer prices on the side? I don't know if it's only going to show that during the live market. It's not going to show that right now. Can you show us your settings you use for trading view? I want my charts. Okay, yeah, I'll show y'all how to do that. And honestly, right here, these boxes right here, I made these boxes. So what you would do is, honestly, you will always want to have this tool right here, right? This is all the stuff that I use. So I know for a fact every single day I use, let me move this right here. I use this line right here to make my previous low and previous high. So I put a star beside it and it'll add it to this tool right here. I went down here. I know that I'm always going to use my stop loss, my long position and my short position. I put a star beside it. It added it to this tool. So every time you come on your charts every single day, this tool is going to be up here. You don't have to keep going over here looking for stuff. You always put a star beside it, make it your favorite, and it's always going to be right there. Y'all got that? Uh, in order to paper trade, I need to see him be on the right. Just want to make sure. Yes. If you want to do real time data. I'm sorry, I ain't mean to put that right there. But anyways, back to what I was saying. You got your indication. All right. Your indication, you indicated to the downside. This is basically a finger pointing down to me. It's telling me that the charts want to go down. If the chart truly wants to go down, it will not come all the way back up and break this high right here. If it break this previous high right here, that means that we have a brand new indication back to the upside, and we have to start the process all the way back over, meaning that this is our indication. We'll be waiting on a correction, and then we will get in on that continuation to the upside. But we got our indication, our correction. Now, if you look how I got my charts marked, oh, I was getting ready to show y'all how I do my boxes, but I went to the side, found that box, and I made my box, and I just made it whatever color I wanted to make it. But I'm gonna delete that. I just had to show y'all that. If you see the red box that I have the red box over the indication, I have the orange box over the correction, and then I do the green boxes over my continuation. So whenever you see this right here, once you get that indication to the downside on your 4 hour, you are done with the 4 hour. Go to that 15 minute. You do not go back to no 4 hour no more that day. You don't. The 4 hour already told you what it wanted to tell you. Unless price come back up here and indicate to the upside, meaning that it's going. You have to wait on the correction anyway. So that means you probably won't even have a trade today. I only trade the continuation. So if you can see right here, every single candle inside of this red box was that one candle or those two candles on that 4 hour, three candles on that 4 hour. So if we're on the 4 hour chart, this means that each candle represents 4 hours, right? All these candles represents 4 hours, but if I go to that 15-minute chart, all these candles represents 15 minutes. So this is every single 15 minutes inside of those 4 hour candles, meaning that this right here is a downtrend. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. The moment price makes a higher high and a higher low, you are not in your indication anymore. In a true downtrend, you will always have lower lows and lower highs. As soon as you make a higher high and a higher low, you are now in a uptrend, meaning that the meaning that the correction is always going to be the opposite of your indication. So let's say your indication is a downtrend, which it is right here. Your correction is going to be a uptrend back into that zone, and your continuation is going to be a downtrend to continue down. So is the indication, do y'all are the is the indication becoming a little more clear to y'all? Do y'all understand the indication a little bit more? Yes, breakers change the character actually. I know some of y'all it's not going to register to y'all right now, but we got a few more things to we got a few more um setups to do as well. Okay, so since y'all understand the indication, y'all got your indication to the downside, y'all got y'all's correction on up. Well, now y'all corrections is as soon as price makes a higher high and higher low. Well, no, that's a low low. So that's a higher high and that's a higher low. Again, whenever you are reading your charts, okay, whenever you are reading your charts, you always want to read it as a whole. So instead of reading this on the lower time frame, high, low, high, low, high. This is one move. That's one move. That's one move. So if you have to zoom your chart out just a little bit just to see those whole moves, you should zoom your chart out. The 4 hour is the higher time frame. That gives you a sense of direction. No other chart is going to give you the sense of direction. That 15-minute chart, the only thing you're doing on that 15-minute chart is viewing the correction. So now that your indication, you have your indication, which is a downtrend, and your uptrend has started, this is a higher high, higher low. It's probably looking to make another higher high, and it's probably looking to make a lower low. I mean, a higher low. Now you will do the same thing for your continuation, which is where we enter. Your continuation, if this correction is still giving you higher highs and higher lows, you're not in your correction is not over yet. But if price give you higher highs, higher low, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, then a lower low, then a lower high, you are in your continuation. It's always going to be the opposite. If the indication is a downtrend, your correction is an uptrend, and then your continuation is a downtrend. If we go back to this chart, I don't know if I put it on here. No, I didn't put it on there. If he's looking for a buy, price breaks the last lower high. Look, yeah, I'm finna turn the comments off because I'm finna to finish doing these setups right here, and then I'll allow y'all to come up and y'all to ask questions on the thing. So y'all stop asking out putting these paragraphs on there because I don't have time to read no long paragraphs. Okay, okay, that's not me being mean, but I already told y'all every single thing before we started the Zoom. So price is making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Price made a higher high. Price made a higher low. Price made another higher high. Price will eventually make a higher low. If price is ready to sell down, price will make a lower low. So if you can see right here, I'm still on my 15 minute. I have my green all the way till 9:30 because I don't trade until market is open. So that means that whatever the market want to do at 9, I'm gonna go ahead and change this right here. Whatever the market want to do before 9:30, the market just gonna do before 9:30. When I get on the chart, I wait like 5 minutes before market open to switch to my lower time frame if the continuation has already started. So if you can see right here, price made lower lows and lower highs on that indication. Price made higher highs and higher lows on your correction. Price made a higher low, lower high, lower low. Price made a lower low. So we know that this right here was the start of your continuation, meaning that price has already started its continuation before the chart open, market open. So I am going to go on my 5 minute, 5 minutes before market open. Actually, I go on my 1 minute, but I'll tell you about the 1 minute a little later, right? So if you see price made a lower low, lower high, lower low, price had made a lower high. It's making a lower high right here. So whenever market open, I will be looking for price to make a high, a lower, what it is, lower low. Let me redo this because I get in on my 1 minute. Zoom your 1 minute out, you still have the same direction. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. This is the previous high right here that you are looking at, meaning that if price don't come back and break this high, you're still on your downtrend. If price want to sell all the way up, I mean buy all the way up here, then that's fine. It didn't break this previous high. So what I would be looking for is I'm in a zone where it's probably doing a pullback. I see all of these wicks right here letting me know that price keep coming to this zone, but it wants to it's not strong enough to push past this zone. So the moment I get a confirmation candle, boom, that's not a confirmation candle. That just let me know that price will go either way. I would need to see another bearish candle before I can get in. It gave me a bearish candle right here. I would be in right here, and I'll be riding my trend down. Now, a lot of y'all, I'm gonna do another one before I allow y'all up to ask y'all questions after this one. I think I'm gonna just allow y'all to ask y'all questions after every single setup. But um, as long as price giving me lower lows and lower highs, I'm still in my trend. As long as price is giving me lower lows and lower highs, I'm still in my trend because that is a true downtrend right there. A lot of y'all will see this right here. A lot of y'all will see all of this right here, and y'all will be scared as soon as price come all the way up here and come make this right here, and y'all will get out right here. Me personally, if you have to go to that 5 minute and watch it, it gives you a better trend. That's a lower low, lower high. We know price is making a lower low right here. So whenever you do get in, let's say it is a downtrend, your previous high is going to be your stop loss. And whatever you want to have as your take profit, you can do as your take profit. Me personally, I don't really be doing take profits anymore. I literally just let the trend play out. If it's a downtrend, I know it's going to make lower lows and lower highs. The moment it stop making lower lows and lower highs, that's the moment where I'm getting out. The moment price make a higher high and a higher low, I will be out of my trend. But right here, I probably will be out right here because it's consolidating. So if you do have any questions after this, raise your hand. And this is not all that I'm talking about. I'm just saying that I'm just doing the this is the actual strategy right now. We ain't talked about the other stuff.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so my question is if you could cover like the entry point for like the continuation on exactly where you would be entering at what point, like in the continuation, could you show that again, please?
Yes, I will on the next one. Probably on this one too, but right now I'm just trying to make sure everybody got the strategy first. But we're gonna get into all that too.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. Uh Kathia,
Hi, it's Kathia. Can you hear me?
I'm sorry. Kathia, yeah, I can hear you.
It's okay. So I just wanted to know, would I be able to mark my previous highs and lows on the 1 hour time frame while still looking at the 4 hour to kind of just see where trend is at, like either it's on the uptrend or a
No.
downtrend? You said no?
Yeah, no. If you mark whatever time frame you mark up on, that's the time frame you wait for your indication on.
Okay.
If you mark up on a 1 hour, I mean that's
I'm
how you
waiting
mark
for
your
my
charts up.
indication.
Yeah, you wait for the indication on a 1 hour. You still do the correction on the 15 minute and you do your entries on a lower time frame.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You are welcome, Destiny.
Hi. Yes. So, how do you treat the small corrections that don't go back into the zone?
Hey, can you say that again? Sound like your mic is covered a little bit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
How do you treat the corrections that don't go back into your zone?
The corrections are not going to always go back into your zone. For instance, I think one of the setups that we do, it is going to show that, but corrections are not going to always go back into your zone. As long as, like, say for instance, on this indication it was a downtrend, as long as that correction gives you a uptrend, sometimes it give you a higher high and higher low, start consolidating, and then start giving you lower lows and lower highs. As long as you can tell the difference between the correction and the indication, you know, this is in its correction phase, then you know once price start giving you lower lows and lower highs, because you can get faked out, but I'm gonna show y'all about avoiding fake outs as well. Um, you can get in your trade. You know that the correction is over. But I'll show y'all on one on actually on the next one. I think your mic is muted. Tam.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so my question is sometimes I don't know when the pullback is over. And I do look on the 1 minute and I'll enter, but then it just keep going and it just messed me up.
You don't know when the pullback is over. Are you talking about like with the
Like to
with
get
getting in
in
on
for
the lower high?
entries. Yeah.
Personally, okay, I'll show you on the next one too. But personally, if you look at this chart right here, let me go back. Select bar. Ooh, ooh. So if you look at this chart right here and you see that price is actually in this correction, we know for a fact if we go to the 1 minute,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of us get confused with this right here. All of us, we will see high, low, higher, high, higher, low. This is all one move right here, right here. So if we go to, what time is this? Hold on, give me just a second, because I think this is not, that ain't even 9:30. Yeah, I went back too far. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because where I would be looking to enter is after the trade is over. So if you look at it right here, you can see that the
Mm-hmm.
market opens in about 5 minutes. We know for a fact that is a higher low, a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So what we would be looking for is a pullback. So whenever we start seeing that pullback, market actually wouldn't be in nowhere right here. Well, we missed our trade, friend.
It's because we on a 15. You would have looked at them in 1 minute.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I look, I supposed to been went to the 5 minute, 5 minutes before. Because I tell y'all, like, if you're already in your continuation before market opens, stay on that 15 minutes so you can see, so you can see a cleaner chart. Because if you go to that 15 minute, that 5 minute or 1 minute too early, you'll get confused. But I kind of
Yeah.
confuse myself sometimes too. But again, the market opened at 9:30, so I will go to my 5 minute right here. And you can see right here, you got lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low right here, meaning that on this one right here, let me go to the 1 minute and make sure that wasn't the pullback on there. The pullback was actually right before market opening. If you can see this right here, sometimes you do get an A plus setup, something like this right here, where price come up here and wick, come up here and wick, and keep wicking up here, and then you get this doji candle right here where it is a bearish candle, but it still can go either way. But
Mm-hmm.
you wait for that confirmation candle. I always tell people to wait for a confirmation candle and get in on that second candle. Get in on that second candle. You don't always have to get in right on that first candle that changes your trend to a bearish trend. I mean, changes from the pullback. I want to know that the pullback is already started. So whenever I see this confirmation candle, it lets me know that price was wicking up here, sellers couldn't hold up here, and then price actually sold down, not sold down, yeah, sold down and held right here, so I can get in right here.
Okay.
But I'll show you on the next one too as well.
All right. Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm gonna do one more person so we can get to the next one because I think the next one is going to cover a lot. Porsche, am I saying it right? Porsche.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so whether you're selling or you're buying, you always pull out once you start seeing consolidation again, right?
Not always. Me personally, even if you start consolidating, you still can stay in the trend. As long as you're already in the trade, you don't want to enter on a consolidation. So if you're in a downtrend, you have lower lows and lower highs, and you had already entered at the right time, and then it start consolidating. That's up to you whether you want to stay in that trend or not. But me personally, I get out. Sometimes I stay in because it could actually be consolidating right there, and then it could still sell down from that consolidation. But as long as you're not entering on a consolidation, you should always be fine.
Okay.
You are welcome. So we are going to, and I don't want to talk about entries right now. I want to go to another trend because we actually let me let them know that I'm gonna add 30 minutes because we actually have another hour. Let me text them. Hold on, y'all. I'm texting them so we can get some more time on this stuff. Okay. Change my.
That's it.
Boom. Okay. So I think somebody's stuff is. Oh, I gotta mute Porsche. Okay, now we're gonna go to the actual one that I use a lot to show people. Um, am I on the right chart? Yes, I am. Yes, I is. Yes, I is. Right here. Boom. This is actually a perfect setup that I like to use all the time because it covers every single thing. It covers fake outs. It cover most of the things that we all have trouble with when it comes to entering a trade. Um, put this right here. Again, A lot of people will look at the market right here. They would say it looks like ASS, look like ass. Me personally, I don't like when the market look like that either, but you still can find your previous high and your previous low from where price is right here. Uh-oh, I want to make a chart that big. But you don't, whenever again, we're going to start it over again. Right here, it is around, let's just say it's like 7 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, you get up, you ready to market charts up. You're going straight to that 4 hour. You're not going to the 1 hour, you're going to the 4 hour. If the only reason you would go to the 4 hour is if this chart right here didn't make sense. Now, a lot of this right here probably won't make sense to y'all because y'all, a lot of y'all are beginners, right? So if you go to that line chart, you can see previous high, previous low. If you are having trouble with finding those previous highs and previous low, because I can easily show y'all tell y'all right here, okay, price is right here. I'm gonna delete this because this is a way that you can find your previous high and your previous low too. Price is right here. This is your current high, that is your current low. This is your previous high, this is your previous low, meaning that we always get our previous high and previous low. If you want, I'm only marking the wick on this one, and I'll tell y'all why I only mark the wick on this one, but I literally do not mark the wick all the time on my charts. I mean on my 4 hour. But yes, if you get up in the morning and you look at the charts, if you got to tell yourself current high, current low, previous high, previous low. Okay, I marked the previous high and the previous low. Then that's when you mark that previous high and previous low. If you having trouble finding your previous high and your previous low, we know for a fact. Let me see right here. We know for a fact that's a current low. That's a previous low. We can mark that previous low. Okay, the previous high is going to swing from your previous low. So it's either going to be this high or this high. This is the most previous high right here. So you can mark this as the previous high right here. Right. And if you're having trouble with that way, you can get on the charts right here. You say price is right here. Go to that line graph. Line graph. Price is currently right here. Current high, current low, previous high. That's what we want. Previous high, previous low. Now, do y'all kind of get the previous highs and previous lows right now? What y'all in the comments talking about email for? Oh, the replay. Yeah, the replay will be getting email. What that line call you. That is called a line graph. If you can't find a line graph, just go up here, right here, and you would tap. Let me stop putting that down. You would tap that down and you will put a star beside line graph so it can show up here. It's called a line graph. Is it by every third candlestick? What are you talking about by every third candle? No, it's not every third candlestick. What you talking about? Actually, I'm going to tell you what I'm talking about so you can understand. Okay. So, okay, now that we have, I've marked this candle. Now, the reason that I marked this candle is because y'all can see that every time price open right here. This is a bullish candle, meaning price open at the bottom, close at the top. Every single time price close, price open right next to it. But bearish candle, price open at the top, close at the bottom. Open right where this one closed. It always pick up where it left off. But for some reason on this candle, price opened at the bottom, closed at the top, but this one opened at the top, and actually it was supposed to open right next to it. So when price do this let me know that in that little millisecond that price closed right here and open right here, price still jumps. So I just go ahead and mark that wick. Or if the wick is way too long, I would mark the body of this candle right here. But that's just that don't happen often. So yes, again, when you get on the chart early in the morning, 4 hour, mark your previous high and previous low. If price indicate outside of that already, then you already have your indication. This right here, which I don't mark my wicks, don't care where price was, I only care where price is. Reacted to him. Okay, yes, they gave us an extra 30 minutes. So we actually have an hour left. I'm gonna try to ask them to add me another 30 minutes on top of that too, so we can have an hour 30 minutes. But still, price has indicated to the downside. Now, a lot of people would see this right here and they would say, well, price did not come out close all the way down here, so I don't know if that's an indication or not. If price closed below this previous low, that is an indication. As long as it closed on the 4 hour, that's why I tell y'all mark it up on the 4 hour, because the 4 hour is so precise. If price closed at this previous low right here, below this previous low, below this line, that is your indication to the downside. Y'all see on here, a lot of people would get up early in the morning and say, oh, well, price is on the uptrend, higher highs, higher lows. This right here might be a little consolidation. It's going to start it back. We don't care about all that again, because we are day traders. We're not swing traders. We don't care about all this. All that shit happened last week. We only care about today, which is this candle and the next three candles, and basically these 3, 4, 5 candles right here. Okay. Now, sometimes you do have to go back a few more candles, but every single day we're not looking at all the way back there. So since we got our indication again, our indication is in red, correction is in orange, continuation is in green. So since we got our indication, we already see that we have our correction and in what looks like to be our continuation. We are going to go to that 15 minute. So the only thing you should be doing on that 4 hour is putting 2 lines on that chart. You shouldn't be putting nothing else. Now, if you want to do the boxes on the chart like I do, you can do that. They help you spot things a little bit more. But on the 4 hour, you really just putting this line, and waiting for price to indicate if it haven't already indicated. Most of the time, it's going to already be indicated. So we already got our indication to the downside. Am I going too fast, everybody, or are we on speed? Good, because I was gonna tell y'all we're gonna do a replay anyway. So, yeah, since I already got my indication to the downside, we're gonna go to the 15 minute. Now, once we go to that 15 minute, we can already see that on that 4 hour right here, that one candle that we saw, that was our indication to the downside. That is one 4 hour candle. So we look at every 15 minute candle inside of that one 4 hour candle. It gave us a downtrend. Lower low, lower high, lower low. Let me get my path tool for y'all. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high right here, higher low. Change of character. That means that on this downtrend, if we was truly in a downtrend, if we was truly in a true downtrend, then we would continue making lower lows and lower highs. The moment price make a higher high and a higher low, not just a higher high, because that higher high, if you make one higher high and you say that, okay, well, price is getting ready to sell up, then that could be a potential fake out. But I'll tell y'all about that in just a second. As soon as price make that higher high and that higher low, we are done with our indication. We know that our correction is going to be the opposite of our indication, meaning that the indication gave us a downtrend, the correction is going to give us a uptrend. So now what we'd be looking for is price to continue this uptrend. So we'd be looking for price to make a higher high, which it did, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. This is a higher low, lower high, lower low. So in a true uptrend, if you can see, in a true uptrend, don't talk about my charts, y'all, girl. I ain't letting my ADHD win today. I'm not gonna go back and correct how it looked right here. But if you can see in a uptrend, you will only make higher highs and higher lows. There's no uptrend in this world that make a higher high and a lower low and a lower high. The moment price make that lower high and lower low, you are now you're now over the correction. You're not in the correction no more. This is literally the continuation. So when we got up this morning and we marked up our charts, we already know we already had our indication, we already had our correction, and our indication has already started. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for the market to open, and we're going to make sure that we're still in our continuation. If price continue giving me lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs, and then market open right here and it continue giving me lower lows and lower highs, I am going to enter my trade. I'm going to get my money. I'm going to get my ass up out of the market. Okay. Now, this is the reason why I tell y'all, and I'm gonna just go ahead and play the market because y'all, I follow my rules. So I only trade um at 9:30, which means the market is open at 9:30, right? My session, New York session, open at 9:30. So whatever the market is doing right here, all at 2 in the morning, 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning, I don't care. I'm probably asleep, up eating some unhealthy ass food. Girl, if I was still staying in my mom's house, I'd probably be drinking her drinks and eating her damn food and shit. But I'm whatever I'm doing, I'm not on the damn charts. But around this time, this is why I'll be marking on my charts anyways. But as y'all can see right here, even before market open, you will be able to see all of this. Price is making those lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. If I get my path tool, if you're literally just now learning what a lower low and a lower high is on this webinar tonight, you should visibly be able to see that that is a downtrend. That made a lower high, that made a lower low, that made a lower high, that made a lower low, that made a lower high, that made a lower low. Now, did that little piece make sense to y'all? Because I'm finna explain to y'all about the fake out. Gotcha. So on the fake out, This is the reason why I tell y'all to always stay on that 15-minute, at least 5 minutes until 5 minutes before market open. Because if you can see right here, and you go to that line graph right here, you can see price literally made lower lows and lower highs right here. You know that's literally a downtrend. But if you go to that 5 minute way too early, you can easily get faked out. Your fake out is right here. This is your fake out. And as y'all can see right here, it did make a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low on this 15-minute. On that 5 minute, it shows you way more information. So what y'all would be looking at, y'all would say this is a lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high. Y'all know in a true downtrend, price will never make a higher high and a higher low. Did you get an and on this one? You got a higher high and then you got a lower low again. You didn't get a higher high and a higher low. So you don't have a change of character. Correct? You had a break of structure, but you didn't have a change of character. That's one of the ways you can avoid those fake outs. If price don't give you a higher high and a higher low, you did not have a change of character. You just had a fake out. Some of y'all would say this is a higher high, that is a higher low right there. Then y'all would get in right there for buys and it go down and it stop you out. That's not what you do. Another reason why y'all be getting faked out is because y'all are reading the lower time frames wrong. Y'all would get on the market right now. Y'all would read this. Y'all would read this as a, I'm gonna go to the 1 minute and show y'all how y'all read this too. Y'all would read this 1 minute as a high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, lower high, higher low. That is not how you read that. That's not how you read that damn chart. All this is one whole move because you don't get sense of direction from that lower time frame. You literally zoom your damn chart out, and this is the same. If you zoom your chart out right here, this is the same trend that is showing you on that 15-minute. Lower low, lower high, one move, lower low, one move, lower high, one move. That fake out, lower low, one move, lower high, one move. So if you are on that 15-minute as for as long as you can be on that 15-minute, you ain't even worried about getting faked out because you get a clear trend right here. That's why I tell y'all that we mark up on the 4 hour because the higher the trend, the more precise it is. The less noise you have to worry about on those higher time frames. So now, let me see. Did y'all understand that? Did y'all get that? Let me stop. Okay, so on to the next. Now we're going to talk about entries. Okay. Now we already know that we had our indication early in the morning. We had our indication before market open. We had our correction before market open. We also had our continuation start before market open. A lot of us would see this and get on the chart and say, oh, well, it's not going to continue anymore because market has already gave us our move. Market's still giving you lower lows and lower goddamn highs. So if it's still giving you lower lows and lower goddamn highs, then you still got your goddamn continuation until it gives you a goddamn higher high and a goddamn higher low. You don't make the rules in the goddamn market. The market do what the hell they want to do, and the market follow market structure. So if the market following market structure, why the hell are you scared of the goddamn market? Okay? So again, what we're on a lower low. Market opens in about 5 to 15 minutes. We go to that 5 minute, we zoom our chart out so we can keep seeing that trend that the 15-minute gave us. That is a downtrend. One move, low, one move, high, one move, lower low, one move, lower high, one move, lower low, one move. So you got lower lows and lower highs. Again, we only enter on the pullback. What is a pullback? A pullback is basically the opposite of what your trend is. So if your trend is a downtrend, pullback is going to be the opposite of a downtrend. That is a little bullish move right there. So you're going on your downtrend, it go up a little more right there. That's a pullback. Go down on your downtrend, it come up. That's a pullback right there. Go down. This whole move is a pullback. That whole move is a pullback. We don't want to enter on a pullback because if we enter on a pullback, we will be going into the negatives, and then we will go down and start making lower lows and lower highs. So we're entering on this right here at the tip of that pullback, at the tip of that pullback, at the tip of that pullback. A lot of y'all I forgot who that was that just came up and asked me, how do you know when the pullback is over? You don't know when the pullback is over, but you get confirmation when the pullback is when the charts kind of start back to sell. So now what we'll be looking for now when market open is we know that that's a lower high, lower low, lower high, I mean, lower low, lower high, lower low. We're looking for a lower high right here. Now let's I'm sorry. I'm gonna show y'all how to enter on the 5 minute, and I'm gonna show y'all how to enter on the 1 minute. Now, a lot of y'all scared of the 1 minute. I don't know why the hell y'all scared of the 1 minute. Maybe because ain't nobody on social media telling y'all about it. A lot of people telling y'all that the 1 minute move fast. The 1 minute move fast because you viewing the 1 minute fast. If you stop viewing that one candle that's moving and view the whole goddamn move, then you will understand that the 1 minute is not moving fast. You're just moving fast. This whole thing is one whole move. This whole thing, one whole move. This whole thing, one whole move. Once you go to that 1 minute, that whole thing is one whole move. That whole thing, but I'm gonna show you right now. Market is opening now. Boom. Bitch. Come on, bitch. Boom. Okay. Market open right here. A lot of people probably would have entered somewhere right here because they feel that the chart is going down. No, there was no reason in the world for you to enter right here because you did not get a pullback. Again, I say we only enter on the pullback. So if you enter right here, price stopped you out anyways because it came back up here and it wicked all the way up here. I typically don't get in right at that on that 930 count, at least the 931 and 932 counters because I enter on the 1 minute. But like I say, you enter on the pullback. So if price drops to the pits of hell, you ain't dropping with it until it give you a pullback. So if price come down here, some people would have entered right here, and this would have been a lucky entry. I'm not saying that you wouldn't have made money because if you would have entered on one of these candles right here on that 5 minute, you still would have made money. But the thing is, you want to have a repeatable trading strategy. The market don't give you no damn move like this every single day. The market don't move like this every single day. Actually, especially this past week. Unless you was Trump friend and he told you when he was finna manipulate the market and y'all caught that little sale on Sunday. But other than that, the market don't really move like that every single day. So this is not something you can repeat every single day and just hop in when the market moves. Sometimes you hop in when the market move right here and then market come right here and push all the way back up and you're stopped out right here. So what I say is you are waiting on a pullback. I don't care how many candles, how many bearish candles form. You're waiting on a pullback. Still not in the trend. A lot of y'all have fear of missing out because y'all see this and y'all think the trend has left y'all. Again, we're making lower lows and lower highs, meaning that if price don't make a higher high and a higher low, price has not changed character. This is your pullback right here, meaning that price came up here, it made a bullish candle. If price want to give me another bullish candle, it can give me another bullish candle. I'm not entering because I have a pullback candle right here. My pullback is going to be whenever price give me another bearish candle right next to this candle or next to the next bullish candle that confirms that that seal is a top. So now you can see down here, this is a lower low. Is price going to give me another bearish candle or it gave me a bearish candle that made this a lower low and a lower high. I didn't mean to add that other one, but I was going to tell y'all, you wait until this candle form and you get in right there at that candle right there. That is called a conservative entry. What is a conservative entry? A conservative entry meaning that you let that first bearish candle form before you get in, and then you get in on that next candle. Me, I am more so aggressive sometimes because that's the way that I was taught. It's a more so aggressive right here, but entering on the 1 minute, you can be a conservative entry type of person, but still it'll still be aggressive entry, right? So if you entered right here, like I said, your stop loss. Short position. Let's say I enter right here. I don't have a take profit because I ride the trend down. My stop loss is not all the way up here. My stop loss is this previous high right here. And I always add the wick. This is the only time I add the wick. This is the only time I care about where price went because if you know, price will come back up to where price wicked right here. It will wick again and then it will shoot all the way back down. I put my stop loss right at that previous high and I let price do what it do because this is the previous high now that it gave me a pullback. If price breaks this high, come down and break this high, that means that we had to break a structure. Before, if you would have gotten in somewhere right here, that's why I tell y'all get in at those previous highs. That's why I tell y'all to get in at those pullbacks I meant. Because if you got in right here, your stop loss would always be that previous high. So your stop loss all the way up here. That's 160, 150 points. And I'll tell y'all how to add and count and multiply y'all points in just a second as well. So as long as you're getting in on that pullback, you'll always have a shorter stop loss because your stop loss is that previous high or that previous low. On a downtrend, it's the previous high. On a uptrend, it's the previous low, right? So let's say you in a trade. I'm gonna take this off from right here. I'm gonna make this one green because this is where we enter the trade, and I will look at y'all questions in just a second. Uh, boom. This is where a lot of y'all would get scared at right here. A lot of y'all would come down here. Y'all would ride it all the way down here. Y'all would see price come back up and get out. Y'all would get out right here. Which, okay, if you got your money, you got your money. You making money, you making money. Period. Poo. Period. Point blank. Period. Period. Poo. Whatever y'all want to say. Me personally, I'm not getting out right here because of two reasons. Because this is the previous high. That is the previous high. That's where my stop loss is. If price haven't broken this high, price has not broken structure. So if price is all the way down here, it can sell all the way back up right here and shoot all the way back down. And that would be a lower low, lower high, and a lower low. As long as price do not break this. Also, why I won't be getting out is because I seen price wick up here and buyers wasn't strong enough to no, sellers wasn't strong enough. What am I trying to say, motherfucker? It's a area of sellers right here. So every time price get right here, sellers push it right back down. Came up here again, pushed it back down. Came up, pushed it back down. So me personally, once I see this right here, once price, I would get in aggressive if you miss this entry right here. I would get in either aggressive or conservative. You could have waited for a conservative entry. Boom. Price gave you a bearish candle after this pullback right here, and you could have entered right here if you missed this, if you missed that entry right there. But we're not talking about the second entry. We're talking about holding our trades. As long as price give us lower low, lower lows, lower highs, lower low, lower high, there's no reason to exit the trade. Now, as soon as price give me this new lower low, I am okay because I know for a fact my stop loss is not even this right here. My stop loss is this high down here. So let me go back. My stop loss is that high. So when I was in profit, let me pull this down here to show y'all. If I'm in profit all the way down here, that means that my stop loss is gonna come to this because this is the recent high. I don't even have, let's say, I don't even got no down. Putting that right there. Dragging stop loss down here. This is the recent low right here, meaning that if price wants to continue on a downtrend, it will not break this low. If price come back and break this low right here, this high, this previous lower high right here, then I would get out of the trade and I would make all of this. You'll take all this that you already had. There's no reason to get in right here, ride it all the way down and ride that all the way back up because you lost all the money you made. This is the previous high right here that you're looking for. This previous high has already made a lower low, lower high. If this high gets broken, you're out of your trade right here. So let's see how this trade play out. And I will be answering y'all questions in just a second. Boom. This previous high was actually broken right here. And you out of your trade right here instead of letting it ride itself all the way back up. So let me go to my comments. I don't take multiple positions, not at the moment. Buyers weren't strong enough to take over. Correct. How big did the pullback have to be? Even though I'm in the streets, you know exactly what I do. So we're looking at our trades at the 5 minute and making sure exit on the 5 minute. No, I'm just showing y'all the 5 minute. You can, yeah, but me personally, I do the 1 minute. I'm going to show y'all the 1 minute. I'm just trying to make sure y'all get everything, get this first. Okay, raise your hand if I haven't answered your question the first time. If you raise your hand the first time, don't raise it this time, so we can get a few more people to ask questions. Sabrina, you holding your trade as long as you want to, but me personally, I'm holding my trade until the trend is over. Marcia.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so my question is, so for the people, okay, so I know this is for day trading. I completely understand that this is during the day in the morning. So for the people who aren't able to do this during the day, does this same rule apply? Like it's the same momentum still applies even if I'm on a different time zone. So say for instance, I'm on like a not New York time zone, but I'm on a
Yeah.
different time zone. This same ICC method still applies.
So ICC method applies in every last session. Also, even if you're trading at 2 o'clock in the morning, if you're trading
Mm-hmm.
at 9 o'clock p.m., you will still be considered a day trader until you start holding your trades longer than 24 hours. Day trading
Okay.
is just you're not holding your trades longer than 24 hours. You'll become a swing trader then.
Oh, okay. Okay. I understand. Thank you.
You are welcome. Let's see, Whitney. And I am going to show y'all the 1 minute entries in just a second. I just want to answer a few questions. EJ.
Oh, I didn't have my hand raised. I apologize.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll go ahead and mute you. I guess EJ didn't either. Let's see. Rochelle.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So on the 4 hour on the breaker structure, when are you always taking your trades underneath that 4 hour breaker structure, or does it matter to
Oh
take the
no.
trade?
No.
Okay.
Whenever you so say for instance, right here, if your chart and broke that structure right there, because I know a lot of us learn by trades by size. So he tell you once the market, let me go to my 15 minute. He tells all of us once the charts get close to this right here, then
Mm-hmm.
that's when you wait for it to close under that, and then you get in right there. But if the market opens right here, and my lower high was right here, my pullback was right here, I'm getting in right here.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, so I
Thank you.
think I think his is more so his is a more conservative entry as well. Like he have all this confirmation, then you enter under that zone. But us, we don't really have that much time to wait. So once we see our trend, since we're day traders and we're not holding it for 24 hours, once we see our lower low and lower high, we can get in on those lower highs as long as we're in the session that we want to trade.
Got you. Thank you.
You are welcome. Let's do two more. Oh, Kayla. Mm-mm. Kayla, you had your hand raised?
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so I'm still confused on how you find the continuation
The
to end.
continue. Okay, so with the continuation, you will find your continuation on your 15 minute as well. So you see how you have those lower lows and lower highs on that indication, and then the
Mhm.
moment you start making a higher high and a higher low, that's your correction. So you do the same thing for the continuation. So if your indication was a downtrend, your correction is going to be an uptrend, and then your continuation is going to be a downtrend too. So if your correction is an uptrend, making higher highs and higher lows, the moment it make a lower low and a lower high, that's your continuation right there.
Okay, okay.
And I think I got enough time to do another breakdown with y'all too. I'm gonna try to get him to let me stay here to 10 o'clock. But if not, we're gonna go straight to TikTok live as soon as I make home. We just gonna do it on there.
Okay.
Okay, you got it, or do I need to explain
Yeah,
it?
yeah, I got it. I got it.
Okay. Yeah, that's my cousin for real. That's my cousin for real. You know, I be calling y'all my cousin, but we the same. That's my cousin for real. Gabby Lee. Did I get a man on here yet? I'm gonna do a man after here.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay, yes, because I like the color box analogy. So I was trying to see, did you add those colored boxes on when you went to the 4 hour time frame to get that indication correction?
Oh
Or
yeah.
were you waiting until you got to each time frame, like the 4 hour, then the
Yeah.
15 minute, and then the
So it just depends on what your chart gives you early in the morning. So on this setup right here, it already gave us our indication and our correction and looked like our continuation. So I put them all on the 4 hour. But sometimes you'll only have your indication. So you'll only put the red box. Then you'll go to the 15 minute and you'll wait for price to give you that higher high and that higher low. And you'll be like, okay, well, now we're in our correction. So I can add my orange box. And however long you get higher highs and higher lows, that's how long you put your orange box. You just keep dragging your orange box, and then as soon as it give you a lower low and a lower high, okay, now I can put my green box because I know for a fact this is my continuation. Whenever market open, that's when I can get in.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
You are welcome. Let me try to find a man. I think I'm saying it right. Andro?
Yep.
Andro?
Hi.
Hey.
Okay, so can you please explain a pullback in more depth, please?
Pullback is basically like, okay, so let me go back to this chart right here. Well, I'll just put it up here. A pullback is literally just if you're on a uptrend, higher high, it's that higher low. Higher high, this is the pullback right here. Higher low.
Okay.
If you're in an uptrend, whenever it starts going the opposite direction, that is considered a pullback. If you're on a downtrend, let's do a downtrend. If you're on a downtrend, it made a low, lower high. This is the pullback because your chart is going down, but it's pulling back to the upside. Lower low, lower high. It's pullback. So what specifically you wanted me to what specifics you wanted me to explain, or did that kind of answer it a little bit?
That was it. I was a little bit confused about that. And I was like,
Yeah.
so wait, is the pullback always followed by a bullish candle?
Now a pullback could be 3 candles, 4 candles, 5. As long as that trend is going the opposite direction of that trend. So if you're in a uptrend and it started going down, that is your pullback. Even like right here, let me see. Right here. This right here, this is a downtrend, lower low, lower high. Even with this candle right here, this is all one move. That is a whole pullback. So if you go to your line graph right here, you can see lower low, lower high. That lower high is a pullback because it's going the opposite direction of what your chart is actually going. Another lower low, lower high. So that answer your question?
Yep, thank you.
You are welcome. Okay, now we are going to go into contracts. We got like 35 minutes left, and then we're gonna go. I'm gonna see if let me ask him what's the latest I can to boom. Let's see if we can stay to 10 o'clock, honey. I just have to, y'all gonna have to pay another $100. I paid 300 for this, but it don't matter, honey. Y'all gotta get it, okay? So now let's talk about before we go to another one. Let's talk about your entries. Well, we just talked about the entries a little bit. Let's talk about contract sizes. Okay, so if we are on the charts, okay, and boom. Oh, I didn't tell y'all about the 1 minute. That's why. That's the thing right here. Okay, so let's say we go to the 5 minute, right? Because the 1 minute is the most important to me. If you look on that 5 minute, you only really had two entries, right? Because you only had two pullbacks. If you don't have a pullback, you don't have an entry. This was your entry right here. You see price came down, pullback, gave you that confirmation candle. You enter right there on that next candle. Price came all the way down here, right here, lower low, lower high. That lower high was a pullback, gave you that confirmation candle, and you entered on that next candle right there. So you always allow yourself to, until you get more comfortable to become aggressive, you will always enter on that confirmation candle. Price made a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, high. So you could have, well, this would have been one whole move to me, honestly. So this was the high, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high. It broke this high right here. So you would have gotten out of that trade as soon as it made that higher high right there. And boom, you would have had your money from here. Or if you was on here, you probably would have been stopped out a little bit. But I'm gonna show you how you can avoid being stopped out. Because if you can see on this 5 minute, you only had two entries, right? You only had two entries. If you go to that 1 minute, you can always, let me look right here. Go to that 1 minute. Price open. This is what my market open right here. This was 9:30. The reason I didn't get in right here at 9:30 is because price wick. Y'all know as soon as market open to do all that wicking and shit anyways. So price wicked up here. There was no way I was getting in right here. Price came and wicked again. There was no way I was getting in right here. But I do know that this is a pullback. Lower low, lower high right here. And I would have waited for that candle to give me, because this candle gave me a pullback too, but it didn't give me a wick all the way up here. So that gave me confirmation that price was ready to sell. So when I waited for that confirmation candle right there, I would have gotten in right here. Boom, on that candle right here. If you missed that entry, there's no reason to get in on these because this was not a pullback. This was your next pullback right here. If you don't have a pullback, you don't have an entry, meaning that price made a lower low. This whole move right here was a lower high. Once you see price wicking at all this right here, that is going to be one whole move. That's not no low, high, low. That's one whole move right here. I see price wicking up here, wicking down here. So whenever price give me a bearish candle holding to the downside, that's when I would get in on that next candle, which would be another conservative entry. Boom. If I missed that entry right there, you could have gotten in right here. Price pullback, confirmation candle, get in right there, ride it down. This is a pullback, confirmation candle. Confirmation candle, get in, ride it all the way down. This whole move is what fuck people up too, because a lot of people they will say this is a lower low, lower high, higher low, higher high. Oh, we have a change of character. That is not a change of character because I told y'all on that 1 minute you're viewing this as one whole move, right? If you the hell my laptop doing? If you unzoom this out, that's one whole move. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So you don't really just look at each move when it's zoomed in like this. I know that's a lower low. I know that's a lower high right here. So as soon as price give me this confirmation candle right here, I could actually get in the market right here. Now, if you get in the market right here, gave you a lower low, lower high. A lot of y'all would get scared right here. Y'all would get out of the chart because y'all would see y'all stuff in the negatives. Me, I know this is the previous high right here. It's not broken. So I would still stay in until it come down. If y'all miss this entry, like it could the 1 minute gives you so many entries or so many times to enter if you are on a true downtrend or uptrend. Look, pullback, confirmation candle, entry. Pullback, so if you miss those entries on that 1 minute, you should be able to at least find you another entry on that 1 minute until price change. Now, if you go back up here and you see this right here, you see all those entries you had on that 1 minute versus you had on that 5 minute. If you go to that 5 minute right there, your first entry on the 5 minute was right here. Your first entry on that 1 minute was right here. You had no entry right here on the 5 minute because this is the 5 minute chart. But if you switch to that 1 minute chart, you had a entry right there because you had a pullback right there. That's why I tell y'all to watch on that 1 minute chart because it shows you every single thing inside of those 5 minutes. Again, you had an entry right here. This was not an entry on the 5 minute. This was not an entry on the 5 minute. This was an entry on the 5 minute. All these blue, that was not an entry on the 5 minute. Also, if you're looking for your exit on the 1 minute, you will be getting out of the trade, getting most of your trade way quicker, and you will be actually not risking to lose a lot of money because if you see on that 5 minute, it made a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. This is the previous high. It was broken right here. If you get on that 1 minute, you can see price made lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high. This high was broken right here. So I would have been on my trade all the way downhill because I was viewing it on that 5 minute. If you go to the 15 minute, you probably won't even see down one of these entries. Exactly. On the 15 minute, this was not an entry. None of these was entries on the 15 minute other than this right here. And you would have got stopped out if you tried to hold it all the way down there. So do that. Okay, we're gonna close at 10, y'all. Close at 10. Did that kind of make sense? I mean, I still am going to elaborate a little more on like the ticks and stuff, but at least it makes sense for majority of y'all. Whole lot of I ain't gonna say a whole lot, but there's going to be some of y'all that it actually don't make sense to until you watch this video about 3 times. Because this is y'all first time hearing a lot of this, and this is a lot of information. So I don't want y'all to think that after this webinar, since you paid your money, you are going to leave with all of the knowledge that you need. Well, you are going to leave with all of the knowledge that you need, but it may not click for you. But just know that all this knowledge is all the knowledge that you need. Y'all ain't hear me say nothing about where does take profit go? Take profit goes wherever you want to go. Honestly, people will go to that one. Let's say, for instance, let me delete all this and show y'all about take profit. But y'all didn't hear me say nothing about no order block. Y'all didn't hear me say nothing about no what's that stuff called fair value gap? Because ICC follows market structure. As long as you can tell what a downtrend is, what a uptrend is, what a break of character is, and what a break of structure is, change of character is and a break of structure is, you are going to be 100% fine with not psychology, but ICC, as long as you keep your psychology sharpened. Market is always going to move in market structure. But let's say, for instance, we actually entered right here. Well, I actually entered on this trade when it happened a while ago. This is one of my favorite trades to break down, though. Let's say I enter right here. Boom. If I enter right here, I go to my 5 minutes to see my previous high. Because I enter on the 1 minute, but your previous high, you can see it more clear on the 5 minute. Go to that 5 minute, my previous high. Boom. That's my previous high. As long as that high don't get broken. Now my take profit. Some people, I was in a trading plan. I mean, I was in a scaling plan, meaning that I targeted a certain amount of ticks. Excuse me, certain amount of ticks. But I'll show y'all how to do it as well. But honestly, how you target your take profit, you go back to that 1 hour. Honestly, some people go back to the 4 hour, but you can go to that 1 hour and then you can just target the tip of these zones. This is a zone right here. You know that price keep coming to this zone right here, and it keeps rejecting from this zone. If price do not reject from this zone and it actually breaks down and hold under that zone, okay, now I will pull my TP all the way down to probably like this wick, because I know if price break under these wicks right here, that means sellers are strong enough to come all the way down to where price wick that right here. If price don't come down here and wick again and it actually hold lower than that, then I will pull my stop loss. So me personally, I trail all the time. Not all the time, but I trail when I don't just let the trend ride. But you will see right here, price sellers pushed up right here from right here. So you could target that zone right there. If price still break below that, you can let it, I mean, not let it, but pull this down a little bit more, go to that next zone. There was sellers, right? Not sellers, buyers. I'm sorry. Buyers right here and pushed everything up right here. So you can keep going to these zones until you get to a zone where they don't, where the buyers aren't strong enough. Or the buyers are strong, and then start pushing up. But the way that I trail, I literally just showed y'all how to trail. Basically, as long as price, if you're on a downtrend and you get in for sales, as long as price giving you lower lows and lower highs, you are in your trend. I don't care about no zone. I don't care about no demands, no none of that. As long as price giving me lower lows and lower highs, I'm still in my trend until price give me if price gave me a lower low right here, I'll be looking for price to give me a lower high. If price start rejecting from that lower high up there and then start back going down to give me another lower low, I'm going to pull it down a little bit more so it can give me some more lower lows and lower highs. The moment price break this lower high right here, I'm getting up out my trend. So did that help a little bit? Now I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about tick sizes, which I really just look at points. I don't really look at ticks. Worry. Let's just put it 25. My chat must be coming in slow. Let's see. Can you explain micros and mini? You mentioned, yeah, that's what I'm about to do now. Okay, so let's just say, for instance, I was targeting 250 ticks or 250 points. This is what we call a ratio, which means when you hear people say, I'm going for a 1-to-1, I'm going for a 1-to-2, they mean that basically if they're going for a 1-to-1, they're willing to lose however much they're risking to lose however much they're trying to make. If they say they're going for a 1-to-2, they're willing to lose 1/2 of what they're trying to make. So say for instance right here, this is a 1-to-1. This is 63. Well, I'm gonna just say 62 points. It's supposed to be 62 points. A 1-to-1. This is 62 points. How do you know where to get your points from? Y'all, my OCD kicking in because it got to be at 62. Okay, boom. So this is the point. These are points. These are ticks. This number right here, I don't look. Actually, no. I just look at the points, y'all. Points is actually price is right here. This is where price is. So if you can see right here, my stop loss is at 26,181. My take profit is at 0.56, right? I entered the market. Is you always going to have this right where you entered at. You entered at 26,119. So from 26,119 all the way to 26,056, that is 62 points, which is 249 ticks, right? This right here, same thing for up here. From this price all the way up to this price, that is 62 points. So if you look at what am I on? I'm on NQ. So on NQ, That is a mini, meaning that it is $20 per point. On MNQ, which is a micro, that is $2 per point. If you are on gold, that would be GC. GC would be the mini. That would be $100 per point. That's why I tell a lot of y'all start off on NQ. MGC, which is micro gold, that would be $10 per point. So if we are on one, if we're on a one mini, if we're on NQ, meaning that one mini is $20. That means that if we're trading one contract, that means that you multiply 62 times 20, right? So what I do is I just multiply this time the first number 62 times 2, that is 124. Add that 0, that's $1,240. If you do two contracts, that means that it's $40 per point, because you know 1 point on one mini is $20. That means that 2 points on two minis, 1 point on two minis is $40. So you would just multiply this by 40. Same thing with a micro. If you're trading one micro contract, you will be trading $2 per point, meaning that you would have made 600 and not 600, you'd have made 124. No, that's 12 plus 2. Yeah, that'd have been 120 some dollars, honey. I ain't look, baby, I just let it do the math. But anyways, y'all kind of get that before I go on to this next one. Not next setup, but we still gonna talk about this right here. Now, how you set up your paper trading, which you really don't, you get this right here. You get trading view, you set it up the way I told y'all to set it up on here, and you just tap trade right here. Oh, my bad. Tap trade. Oh, you gotta leave that. Actually, I'm gonna go to this one right here. Leave this one. You just tap paper trade. Oh, and I can show y'all this again, because that's what I told y'all to do. But you just tap paper trade, and then you tap paper trade. Boom. And then you tap connect. If you have like your live brokers like me, I do Tradeovate. You do Tradeovate, tap your live account, your demo account. Y'all, I'm so mad. Well, I ain't even mad. I know what I did. I revenge traded and I lost over $1,000 the other day, but I shouldn't have even gotten in because the market was crazy in the first goddamn place. But that's my fault. But again, this is ICC. So do this kind of make sense to y'all watching this now after I explained it? This is a uptrend, meaning that this previous high was broken. That was the indication. This is your correction, and this is your continuation. You get in on your continuation. Like I said, your stop loss is always going to be that previous low on an uptrend, and you get in and your take profit. Like somebody asked me, how do you do your TP? Most of the time, a lot of people use that tip of that indication for your TP. Me, the reason why I don't do that because price still wants to make a higher high. So I just ride the highs all the way on up. Do you connect your Tradeovate to TradingView? Yes. But to connect your Tradeovate to TradingView, you need to make sure you go in and get your CME groups. Either put some funds in your Tradeovate, or you go in and pay that $9 and something a month for your CME groups until you add money into your Tradeovate. Still overthinking marking up the chart on the 4-hour. In my head, I think it always has to be the same times, like 6 p.m., 2 p.m. You see what you just said wrong? In my head. It's not in your head. It's actually the rules, the steps. The steps are right here, not in your head. Okay? Go to that 4-hour. You mark up whatever time you go on that 4-hour. If I go on a 4-hour right now, I would still have to find that previous high, previous low, see where price indicated, if it indicated, corrected, or is it on this continuation. Follow those rules. Okay? What I forgot what I came on here to show y'all. Oh, I did. I showed y'all how to connect y'all. Okay, so paper trading, right? So if I connect my paper trading right here, this is where you sell and buy, right? So when you go on here, you'll tap. Let's say you just want to sell. Boom, sell. This is one contract. So like I just showed y'all, one NQ is $20. One MNQ, which is a micro, is $2. So if I wanted to trade one contract, which y'all should be trading two maximum, if y'all just now starting off. If I want to trade two I would just put 2. There's 2 contracts. If I wanted to put my own if I wanted my take profit to be a certain amount of money, I would put US dollars, and I want my take profit to be $500 or however much you want to make. Boom. Let me put this down here so y'all can see what it's doing. $500. That mean like from where price is right here. Let me go to the 15 minute, 5 minutes, so I can look a little bit more realistic for y'all. So that means that if I enter right here, this is where, what is one? Yeah, $500 right here. Boom. Stop loss. I want it to be half of that. That's a 1 and 2. 250. Boom. So I'm about to let y'all come up here in just a second, and you would just tap sell. You don't do limit. I always do market order. Limit orders, I don't care about limit orders because I ain't trying to bargain with the market or how much they trying to give me. I'm gonna get what the market give me, and that's just that. Okay, so now y'all can start raising y'all's hands, and we're gonna go to the question part of it. Not worry, worry, worry. Not worry. Let me come here. And if y'all are listening to the questions part, y'all should really be paying attention because we only have 45 more minutes left, meaning that I probably won't be able to get to all of y'all questions unless y'all catch me on a TikTok live, okay? But I'm going to try to cover everybody's. Dage Clark.
Hi.
Hey.
Quick question. So can you go back to the trading screen?
Mhm.
Let's say
Trading what? Trading view?
no, like where you was just paper trading at.
Go back here. Talking about when I tap sell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You see where it says margin at the bottom with the question mark next to it?
Mm-hmm.
Is that how much you need in your account to place the
No, girl,
trade?
this ain't my account. This fake money.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
wish. I wish, but it is a way that you can go in and change this. Like paper trading give you however much money you want to get because it's fake money anyway. So they give you 100,000 to play with. If you want to just do it, like if you know you're gonna start your live account with $750 or $500 or $1,000, change that to 1,000 and try to trade it as if it's your live account.
Okay. Okay,
But
cool.
it's literally trading paper trading is literally free as long as you pay that basic what it is subscription on TradingView, then you should be able to do all this.
Okay. All right, thank you.
You are welcome. Patricia. Let's see. Jasmine.
Then you got to lower the TV. Hello?
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, Jasmine. Not yet. I'm Patricia on here. Hey, Patricia.
Hey, D, it's Patty. I wanted to ask you, so let's say we're awake on London section, right? And then we start seeing those low high and lower lows being made. Do we have to wait until New York to open for
No,
us to jump in?
that's just my rule. I only trade one session. Me personally, I do feel like y'all should trade one session. But personally, if it gives you that continuation, then that's your continuation. That's lower lows and lower highs. So you
I
don't
want to know the
necessarily,
secret. There's
huh?
a reason why you guys trade on 9:30. There's a reason.
No, but the thing is, I mean, you always want to have a set rule that you trade because if I trade London session today and then I trade New York session when it opened and London session, I need to learn my session first. So that's the reason why I only trade one session, one symbol, one strategy because I need to at least master these 3 things before I move on to the next one. Now, if you got something mastered or if you just see this play out, then you can get in. Sometimes I break my rule because my psychology do not be good. Sometimes we all have to work on our psychology every here and there. But personally, if you see that setup, I mean, the setup is a setup. The ICC working every last time frame. As long as you don't get a new indication to the upside and you're on your downtrend and you start seeing lower lows and lower highs, I mean, it's up to you whether you want to wait or not.
I got you. Thank you.
You are welcome. Now, who did I have
And
next?
kind of we want to master more the one section, all of that.
Let's see. Was it Jamie? I'm sorry if I skipped you, but Lori.
Hello,
Hey,
can you hear me?
yes.
All right, so okay, so this goes back to the let's say when you put $500 into like a live account to
Mhm.
start with, but if let's say you lose more than that, do they just close your account or that difference do you need to owe it back?
Oh no, you can't lose more than 500 if it's in your account. You can only lose 500 and that's that. And then you have to just refund. You just have to fund your account again for you to be able to trade again. So you don't go into negatives with your live account unless
Okay,
you got the
got
money to go negatives in. So if you got $500, you can be negative 200, 300, 400, but once it hit 500, then your
mhm,
account is zeroed.
got it. Okay, thank you.
You are welcome. Nevaeh?
Um, do you like you said something about the CME groups? So does that like are the CME groups all are automatically connected when you connect your funded to your trading view?
Let's go to what you call it real quick. What am
Because
I?
I don't like I was doing like a live account when I was just randomly trading, and I had a live account with connected to Trading View, and I thought I was getting live feedback, but I did not have that CME connected. But I do have the essentials thing on Trading View, the essential subscription.
Y'all don't talk about my live account because I just told y'all the other day. Yesterday I revenge traded. So baby, I went from 1.2K to motherfucking 270 some dollars. I was pissed. But you know what? I couldn't be pissed at nobody but my damn self and Donald Trump bitch ass. But other than that, oh well. Um, let me see. Go up here. Boop. Uh, what was I finna do? What was I finna say? Is it risk settings? Your profile, subscriptions. What can I
I
think?
thought Ninja Trader used TradeAvate or something like
Yeah,
that.
Ninja Trader, TradeAvate, everything you do on Ninja Trader is connected to TradeAvate. So
Yeah,
your
so somebody in the
information.
comments said Ninja Trader gives you CME for free if you have a live account. Okay, so
No,
that's
they
why
don't give it to you for free if you have a live account. They give it to you for free if you have a funded live account. So if you don't fund your live account, if you don't have money inside of your live account, then you would just have to go in and pay that $9 a month until you put money in your account. Then they give you all that for free.
okay, so I have a Lucid account. So would I
Mhm.
have to go pay that $9 a month?
Yeah, you would have to go into your account and you have to go to. I'm trying to find out where it is. It's not fun. Let's see. Oh no.
Well, I think that'll be after I pass the eval because I'm doing demo anyways right now.
Oh, so you're already in there trading the eval?
I'm down like 800 on my eval.
I mean, still, if you're trading the eval, you good.
Oh,
If
okay,
you're able,
okay. I
it
was just
wouldn't even
making
let
because
you
I was
trade
on here trying to
if you
figure
couldn't
out
do
how to
that.
connect it. And I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, if you want, if it wouldn't let you even place a trade, it'll say this symbol is untradeable if you want to connect. So you good.
Okay.
Let's see. Lori, you unmuted?
Hello?
Hey,
Oh, how do I unmute this?
is it? Oh, you already talked?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I'm finna mute you now. I'm sorry.
okay.
Turn nothing into something. Samuel. I hope I said it right. Correct me if you come up. Let's see.
Yeah, that was right. Can you hear me?
Okay. So what was did you have a question?
Yes, so it's about the continuation.
Mhm.
Um, so the level, the black line, the black horizontal line,
Mhm.
once it goes below that, that's your indication. It goes back up, that's your correction.
Correct.
For the continuation, I think I saw on the 5 minute and I might have misunderstood you.
Mhm.
does it have to go below that level again?
No, it don't. If
It
your
don't?
your continuation started right here. This when it made that Lord, let me go on a 5 minute. Whenever it made that Lord, because you have to understand that we aren't the only ones that I'm not the only one that trade. I trade New York session, but somebody trades London session. So they caught this right here. Once they saw that these higher highs and higher lows changed to lower lows and the lower high, they got in on this lower high or this lower high or this lower high, and they rode it all the way down.
Okay, that makes sense.
So
Because I think
as long as you're looking at a trend, you're not really looking at zones.
right.
I don't really say nothing about zones because I mean market structure is market structure. As long as it's following this structure, then you're always going to be good with like your entries if you're entering on
Right, right.
entering on a pullback. Got that?
Yeah, because I was a little confused because I think I saw one of the size videos and it said wait
Yeah,
until
look,
it breaks below again.
honestly, I like when y'all come and y'all have already watched trades by side because it make a little more sense, a little bit quicker to y'all.
Yeah,
It just be a little things that I have to change because I know he tell y'all to look at the days, the four enter on the 15, but he is
right.
a swing trader. We're day traders, so we don't have 15 minutes to wait for one counter every single time. So that's why things are a little different and way more aggressive with us. As far as him, he will wait until price come down here, close down here, hold, he'd get in probably right here and write it down.
That
Us,
makes more
we
sense.
would get in right here.
Gotcha, gotcha. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate
You
it.
are welcome. You welcome. Let me go to somebody else. And please, whenever y'all do come up here, let me know if the webinar has been a little helpful for y'all or helpful in general, and whether you're a beginner or not. See Jamilia.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So I do have a question. So right now I'm just currently paper trading, but I do want to go to a funded account.
Mhm.
So I'm currently paying just the basic subscription with the CME, and would I have to cancel the trading view to get like on NinjaTrader or
No,
no? Okay, I wasn't sure what I needed to do.
no, that's fine. You get on NinjaTrader and you actually connect NinjaTrader to TradingView, and you will trade on TradingView. You will enter and exit your trades on TradingView while it's connected.
Okay, thank you so much.
You are welcome. Let's see. Destiny Ball. I'm not sure if you're talking. I can't really hear. Okay, I'll come back to you. I don't want to say your name wrong. To I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it wrong. Let me go to somebody else. Y'all asleep or y'all up? Katadra or Katadra? Y'all don't correct me if I'm saying y'all names wrong.
It's fine. It's Katadra.
Okay.
So I just had a question in regards to the CMN group. The webinar has been amazing.
Thank you.
But when you say about the CME group, when you say we don't get on, when you talked about the rollovers and things like that, and I know you said for NASDAQ it's one that shows like June 2026. We
Yeah.
wait until June to join that one, right? Or we join that one now?
It just depends on what the market. You'll be able to tell too, because the market will start looking. Whereas it? The market will start looking crazy. Whereas it? I don't know how to tell it, but the market will start looking crazy. It'll have a lot of gaps and stuff. Then that's when you'll know. But most of the time, if you follow a lot of traders, you got a lot of trading people on your page. You will hear somebody tell y'all to do y'all what it is to do y'all rollovers. Like in my Discord, I'm going to tell them every time it's time for y'all to roll over y'all contracts. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and put my Discord link in the comments. Did that answer your question?
Yes, it did. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. I'm about to put my Discord link in the comments section. So the comments are going to get turned off just for like 5 to 10 minutes so y'all can get in. It is $35 a month. Let's see, got it. Boop. Mac. Give me just a second. Yeah, I've been so busy this week. So many people been blowing up my phone. I've been trying. Whew, this is a lot. ICC. Actually, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen really quick so I can go to my messages. I've been dreaming too long, trying to find my way back home. Right here. Copy. Cool. The homie's dead and gone. Okay, now, let me come back. Zoom. Share my screen again. I'm sorry, y'all. Trying to get back on this Zoom. There we go. Let me see who else raising their hands. I'm gonna just say nay. It started with a D, but I'm just say nay.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. I have a question on the entry. So
Mhm.
after the pullback, because I always get stopped out, when I think that it's done pulling back and the next candle close and I enter, it shoots back up. Should I wait until I see a bunch of wicking before I get in? Because
No,
that's
because I was gonna say it's price don't always wick. You just
okay.
always have to have that previous high. Sometimes you probably have that previous high wrong because as long as you have that previous high wrong, if you get in just a little bit early, you will go and draw down, but you won't get that. Let me put it on 1 minute. You won't get that pullback. I mean, you won't get wicked out. Like if you would have gotten in, well, you shouldn't have gotten in nowhere right here, anyways, because, well, yeah, if you would have gotten in right here, as long as you didn't get in right here. But if you would have gotten in right here, and that's why I tell a lot of people sometimes, well, when you're doing your entries, you do use your wicks. Because let's say price came back, gave me this pullback right here. I let this
Right.
confirmation candle form right here. Then I get in after it showed me that it was ready to shoot down. My previous high would have been, I don't think it would have been there. This would have been my previous high, this wick right here. This wick right here, because I know that price came up here and wicked up here. That means that price can come back up here again, wick up here, and then it'll shoot right back down. On this one right here, if you would have waited to this confirmation candle right here, got in, once that candle closed, had your pullback, the tip of that wick right there, because we know price will come back up here. But a lot of times, I mean, you do have wicks just like on this one right here. Price gave you this pullback, you got that confirmation candle, you got in on this confirmation candle right here. I mean, after this confirmation candle, your previous high is right here.
Okay.
It's high right here. So as long as price don't come out of and break this previous high right here, you are good for your entry. Sometimes price is going to come back and wick you out, and that's just price doing what it want to do. The market does do what it want to do. Even though we follow our rules, that do not mean that market is not going to do what it want to do.
And I got one more question.
Yeah.
So when you're on a 15-minute and you're waiting on the continuation, well, you're waiting for it to correct, and should you still be on the 15-minute, like when it starts the continuation, just to make sure the change of character is happening?
Yep. Me personally, especially if the market ain't open, I'm on the 15-minute anyways until the market open. But let's say, for instance, you got this higher highs and higher lows. When you get that lower low right there, if you can't go to that 5 minute and watch it make a lower high, then I would just say stay on the 5 minute until it make that lower high. Then you go on that 5 minute or that 1 minute and watch that lower low. But me personally, since I know how to view the lower time frame, the 1 minute and 5 minute, I will wait for price to make that lower low. Then I will go watch it make that high, that lower high on that 5 minute, so I can know when it's in.
Okay, because that's my whole. I get everything else. It's just every time I enter, I'm just getting stopped out.
You entering too early.
Okay, thank you.
You are welcome. EJ?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you for the webinar. Trades by side is amazing, but I feel like how we do it, day trades, is it has to be a little bit different. So thank you for breaking it down.
You're welcome.
Second of all, and I know I'm overthinking this for sure because like 2 weeks I get it straight and I'm good, and then I have that 1 week, for example, this past week that was horrible,
Mhm.
where I start to question the small things. So what I question and what I need your help with to like just reaffirm myself is how to mark out the highs and the lows. I'm not really worried about the higher time frame; it's more on the lower time frame, and just like seeing right like two candles, and I'm like, oh, like is this the lower one or is it the other one?
Okay, so your problem is you're looking, excuse me. Your problem is you're looking at like the numbers of candles and stuff. We're looking for points. Not this high could be just right here. This is a high right here as well. It's a lot of candles right here, just one candle right here. So it's not no specific number of candles that'll make a high or a low. It's the points. So you're looking at the tip. If you got to go to that line chart and you see the tip of that, the bottom of that, the tip of that, these are your highs and lows. So I feel like the line chart will help you a little bit. But me personally, what I would do if I was you or anybody else that's listening, I will go on the chart, I will back test, and I will stay on the candles chart. I will mark this as my high, mark this as my low, go to that line graph and make sure that was my high and my low. And I will continue doing that until I am precise, sharp and precise with my highs and my lows. But I think that's a lot of people problem. So that's not that's not nothing new.
I got you. Thank you for that. I think yeah, the line is something that I'm gonna look at. So I appreciate you again.
Okay. You're welcome. Yes, the previous high and the previous low. Always previous. The line chart is everything. Yes. Let me do, let's see. Y'all, we got 25 more minutes. If anybody missed the Discord link, let me know. I put it in the comments, but I can put it in the comments again. Chastity?
Sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so my question was, whenever you're marking out the previous swing high and the previous swing low on the 4 hour, does it matter like at any point that you do that?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Does the time or any point on the chart that you do that, does it matter?
Like, do it matter like what time you marking up your chart?
Yeah.
No, whatever time you get on that chart, you mark it up right then. I just have a specific time because that's the specific time that I gave myself. 9:30 market open for a New York session. That's what I trade. So I will have my charts marked up by 9:30 and I'll see what the market give me.
Okay. All right, thank you.
You are welcome. Let me see if I had hold on, y'all finna see if I had an uptrend because I think somebody told me to do an uptrend. No, don't connect. Mute. Okay, you asked me to do an uptrend. This is a uptrend right here. I have specific trends that I have marked out so I can actually explain every single thing to y'all perfectly. So if you let me actually, what time this is? That's 2 in the morning right here. So your chart would have actually been on this candle right here. Replay, start new. Your chart would have been on this candle right here. So we know that if we get on the chart right here, we know that right here, this was the current high, current low, previous high, previous low. So we know that the previous high and the previous low, that was a previous high. Uh-oh, that's ugly. That was a previous high. That was the previous low. Price did indicate to the downside and it came back up incorrect. As soon as price came back up to correct, it broke that right here and it indicated to the upside this time. So now again, if you do have your indication to the downside and then you have your correction all the way back up, as long as that correction do not break this previous high, you're still in your same trend. But as soon as it break that high, now we have a new indication to the upside, meaning that is this the indication. The correction is going to be the opposite, and it's supposed to be as this continuation. So now that we get on the chart early in the morning, and I'm explaining this the way that I take the trade because I know we finna get ready to go in just like 20 minutes. If you go to your 15-minute, you can see prices made higher highs and higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. This whole thing right here would probably be the indication to me. But right here is when it broke. So that's the real indication. So it's making higher highs and higher lows. The moment price made that lower high, that lower low, lower highs and lower lows, that let me know that I am no longer in my indication no more. I was in my correction right here. So what I'm looking for now is I'm just looking for price not to come back below here. Not come back below here, but yeah, not to come back below this zone. And I'm looking for price to actually start making higher highs and higher lows. So I let the chart do whatever it wants. Actually, I really don't too much care about this one right here anyways, but still. I let the chart do whatever it wants. This is until 9:30. Let's see. Price made higher highs, higher lows. This is the high that I'm looking at right here. This is the previous high. There was a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. If price give me a lower high, then a lower low, then I'm still in my downtrend, which is my correction. If price come and break this previous high right here, then I am in my continuation. Boom, market open right here. So you see this right here, lower low, lower high. And this is the new lower high right here that I'm waiting for price to break. It came and made a higher low. And then it's looking like it's going to make a higher high. So now I'm going to my 5-minute right here. I'm watching my trend. I mean, I could go to the 1 minute, but I don't want to confuse y'all. I go to the 1 minute for my entry. Price made a higher high right here. Now I'm going to go to my 1 minute now, and I'm going to wait for price to give me a higher low. So again, higher high, looking for price to give me a higher low. Actually, this is your higher low. It's forming this higher low right now. I always remember that price is actually, and you see these right here, price is wicking down here. Y'all will see this and y'all will probably get in on somewhere right here. Me personally, I will wait until I will, if you're confused, go to that 5 minute and look at what it's giving you. Higher high. If price don't give you no higher low, then you ain't in there yet. Still, it's still giving you those bearish trend, those bearish candles. Then it gave me a bullish candle right here. If you would go to your 1 minute, you actually see it price giving you a bullish candle right here. Boom, and you could have entered somewhere right here. Hopefully we did enter. I hope this is the right one. But you can see you enter right there. Right, y'all will see this right here. Y'all will get scared. I know that for a fact that price is making a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. As long as price don't come back and break this low, I'm fine. Boom, price give me higher highs and higher lows. So this is the previous low. If price don't come back down and make this low, actually I would count this as a low or a high too, but I would still be riding my trend. Actually, I'll be out somewhere right here, if you want to be honest. Boom, price made a lower low, lower high, lower low. I would have been out right here, but still, if you want to go to that 15-minute, you can still look at a better higher high, higher low. Boom. Now y'all see price start to do like its continuation right there. So did that breakdown kind of make sense a little bit? Oh, can you put the Discord in the link? I mean, Discord link in the comments. Discord link is in the comments now. Can you go back to where you would have entered on the 1 minute? What is where I would have entered on the 1 minute? I entered right here on the 1 minute because if you zoom it out right here, that's a higher high, that's a higher low. Once price giving me consolidations right here, that's still considered one whole low, correct? So whenever price break outside of that consolidation, that lets me know that price is ready to push up. So as long as price giving me this, let's go to the line graph. As long as, if you look at the line graph, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher. As long as the price gives me higher highs and higher lows, that's why I entered right there. Yes, the link is going to be sent in an email with the replay, but still, if you want to be in the, because the replay is not getting sent out tonight, or probably not even, it's probably getting sent out between Monday and Tuesday. And some of y'all already in the Discord because y'all caught it when I had it public for a little minute. Can you put it in the webinar chat, please? Yes, I just put it in. So I'm going to put it in there again. There you go. Oh, let me look at who raising their hands. Katia.
Hi. Hi, D Montreal. How you doing?
Hey.
My energy a little strong because I'm at work and I'm one of them students. I'm so sorry. I missed the first 2 hours. So thank God that you're able to get it for us on a Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
But I know you're gonna understand my lingo when I ask. Okay,
Yeah.
so I see that you're demonstrating the higher highs and the lower lows. Let me zoom out. I wish you can go back to the pink zone or what you would okay, so when you were talking about higher highs
Hold on, I'm
and
going back to
lower highs and stuff like yeah, all the way to the end like that. Yeah. My question's like literally all over the place. Okay, so I see the higher highs. So you see the which one is considered the last lower high that you mentioned?
the previous lower high, like the lower high that we're on,
Yes.
right
Can
here.
you
Well,
hold
no,
on?
this is the current lower high. This is the current. No, this is the current high.
Okay, that yeah, it's going on an uptrend.
Yes, and this is the previous high, which is why it's marked. Current low,
Current
previous low,
low.
which is why it's marked. If you see this right here, price did indicate to the downside, telling you that the market wanted to go down, but the market,
Right.
instead of it coming back up, correcting in its zone, and then coming back down, it actually broke this high right here, which means that it indicated up to the upside again, and you have to start it all the way over. You got your indication, now you wait for another correction and take.
Mm-hmm. So, but here's my question. How do I know? Because again, we don't know where the market's gonna go, but we can only guess. So, are you saying that it would have been continuously to go up, an uptrend? Because we don't know what the next candle is gonna be. So
Oh, say
we're
that again.
only.
I'm sorry. I was reading the comments. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. That was probably me commenting though. So you said okay. So you said like I said, I'm so sorry.
No, you
So
fine.
sorry. Um, my question is like, but how do we know that it's gonna continue to go up, or how do we know that it's actually gonna go down? Like, what's that indicator? Like,
How do we know that the chart is going to go up or down? I'm sorry, y'all. I just put it
my
in the chat.
question
I'm
don't make
sorry.
sense, see Montreal. It just don't.
No, no,
I
that's
just
me.
wanted to
I'm over
get
here
in
trying to focus
there.
because everybody asking for the link. I'm sorry. I didn't mean. I thought I sent it. But hold on, I'm finna send it one more time. Then you ask that question one more time.
Okay, I'm gonna get my
Please.
question together.
No, I'm gonna send it again. Okay, now you can say it again. I'm sorry.
Okay, so the orange, the color's kind of throwing me off, but that's
Yeah,
okay because I
the orange is green,
it's the
gray
greens
is
and then
green.
the grays are the sales. So okay, so that's the previous lowest high. That
What's the
purple one.
previous lowest high?
The the gray
Gray,
the gray. Yes.
right here.
Yes.
That's the
That's
previous high. Just say high and low. Previous high, previous low.
it's like I'm not all the way in the beginning. I have like questions, but I'm just connecting the dots. That's where
Yeah.
I'm at. I'm just trying to connect the dots to make it
No, you don't have to explain. Ask your question, girl.
and I don't even know the question anymore. I just gotta continue. So you could just go ahead and mute me. Oh my
Okay, and
gosh.
I probably am gonna go TikTok live after this. So if you come up with your question, then
I'll
just ask.
be on there on TikTok too. I'll be following you. Trust me, I'm all in there. I'm in the Discord. I'm all in there.
Okay, bet. And you know what? We have a clarity call Sunday anyways. So tomorrow. So
What time?
We always do them at like 6 or 7. I'm gonna post the link. Actually, I should have posted the link. I'm gonna post the link in there tonight.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna let somebody else talk because we got about 12 more minutes. You good?
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, you
Appreciate
welcome. Oh, I'm sorry. I ain't mean to mute you. I can't even find you no more. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go to running.
Hello.
Yes.
All right, what's going on, boss?
Hey.
Okay, so first I'm gonna start off by saying this presentation was, I ain't gonna lie, it was great because I was trying to connect the dots like this whole time by watching live and some of the videos, but it just wasn't clicking. But now I'm like I feel like I can start like paper trading.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
You welcome.
But my question is, okay, so when you say you watch the market at like 9 o'clock, 8:30, you start watching the market to make your entry. What if you don't like if it don't give you that full correct like the continuation? So how long do you stay in the market till it give you it? Like
So you're saying like when I get up early in the morning, what if the chart don't give you your continuation once it open?
right.
See, that's the thing. Like sometimes you will have to get up and you will have to wait. Sometimes you will get up. Let's say, for instance, we got up today. Let's just say this right here is today. 2 o'clock and that's 6 o'clock. We only had our indication and our correction. I mean, I like this because I know for a fact whenever the market open, we probably 9 times out of 10 gonna get our continuation. But it do
Right.
be sometimes where you only have your indication, meaning that you only gonna see your continuation for that day. I mean, correction for that day, because sometimes the correction takes a day, takes 2 days. That's why I tell people follow your rules because sometimes you don't even have a trade that day. If you get on the market and you don't have a continuation or an indication or a correction, you probably ain't got no trade that day, anyways. Because we only got about 3 4 hour candles for our session, right? So sometimes you don't even have your indication. It just depends on what the market gives you. Always follow ICC. If you have an indication and a correction, then you probably do have a continuation for today. If you don't, you probably don't.
Right. That makes okay, I understand it.
Got it?
So okay, so saying around like 12 o'clock, if it's around 12 o'clock, it ain't having getting that continuation. Most likely, you ain't even taking the trade.
Yeah, more honestly, if we just wait on the correction, I mean, if the correction already started, I will get in my continuation at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. But after like 1 or 2 o'clock, because the market for me closed at 4 in Eastern Standard Time, I probably
Right,
won't get
that's
in the
me too.
market. But if it don't give me my correction and it start the correction around 1 and then the continuation starts around 2:30, I'm not getting in.
Right, okay.
But a lot of times I find myself getting in the market around 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock. It ain't gonna always be 9:30. I hardly ever get in the market directly at 9:30. I gotta let price action do what it do. I gotta let the candles talk to me a little bit before I actually start getting in. Because it will wick you out as soon as you get in when that market.
Right, okay. All right, appreciate you.
No problem.
Yeah.
Let me get somebody else. Abby. Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't even raise your hand. Never mind, Abby. Never mind, Abby. We need to get somebody to raise their hand. Unless you got a question. Uh, Josetta?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Clear.
Okay. Just making sure. So we only mark our chart once a day, right?
Do we only mark our charts once a day? Me personally, I mark my chart up once a day. But sometimes, like I just showed you on this one right here, if we mark our chart up and it give us our indication, correct? Yeah, we mark it up one time a day because these are 4 hour candles. So if
Okay.
this was a whole session, that's a whole session. That's probably two and a half sessions right there. Yeah. So it gave me my indication, corrected, then it gave me a new indication. So I would have been over it by that day anyways. I'd have been
So
done.
that would just be like one trade a day, basically, right?
Yeah, more than likely one trade a day. Um, unless you know where you messed up at when you entered at the wrong time and you just
hmm
get in at the right time.
Okay, got it. Okay, thank you.
You are welcome. Mm, I don't want to say it wrong. Faith, Ivana.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi. Okay. So my question, I've literally had this question forever because I see it so many times when I'm trying to find my setup. It's for Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure if you could find it on the chart.
On
But
NQ.
yes, NQ.
Let's see what today is. I don't even think I got a trade Monday. Let's see NQ.
Yeah, that one. So I had, let me look at my chart really quick. So I had put the last swing high like right like above. I'm
Right
trying
here.
to see the point. No, like a little lower. Like the last, yeah, right
Right
there.
here.
Right there. So I had put my last high. I don't know if like I marked it out wrong or what, but I marked out the high there and then I did these little gray candles down there as my low. And I used that big orange candle as the indication. And I saw it was like correcting well. And I was gonna enter the trade because I saw this candle close like that first orange candle right there after all the gray
Right
ones.
here.
Yeah, that one. And it just was like a fake out. So I was wondering if there's like any signs that would have like let me know or if I marked it out wrong. Because when I went on
Okay.
the 15, it was like perfect.
Gotcha. And this probably gonna be the last question, then we'll head to the house and then I'll go live on TikTok. But me personally, I didn't mark it. If I was to mark a high and a low on this one, that would be my previous high. Would this be my previous low? Right here?
Okay.
Or no, yeah, that probably be my previous low or down here. No, probably like right here. Indication, correction, continuation. But like I tell people all the time, do not force a trade because this is the same setup that I told my Discord. I told them to be careful. If you don't have a setup, if you don't have an indication, correction, and continuation, you don't have a trade. That is why on this one right here, once I saw like in the next day, I saw the market doing what it's doing. I've seen market wicking right here 24/7. I hardly ever do zones, but since the market was doing the way that it was doing, and we know that old dude is manipulating the market. I see this as a zone right here. So price kept coming up here, wicking up here. So I know that price sellers are strong right here. Every time price get up here, it sell back down. I know that every time price get around here, price actually buy back up. So I put another one right here as well. I sent it to my Discord. I told my Discord, I said, hey, whenever price break and hold out of one of these zones, that's the direction the chart want to go. Price broke, hold, correction, indication, correction, continuation.
Got it. Okay. So it was just like a mistake on my end.
Yeah, I mean, you was I mean, I really don't really like to trade the gaps anyways. But I would, yeah, it's a mistake.
Because that always happens to me where like I'll mark it out and I'm like looking at these like three candles forming like to the downside, like the bearish candles, and I'm like, okay, this looks like a perfect correction, and then like I'll see it like continuing and it will
Mhm.
just like not.
Yeah, so no. Once you see price doing what it's doing right now, I guess you can mark. I don't really mark my zones 24/7, but when it's doing that, I don't like to trade when it's all those wicks. So do you think
Okay.
your question was answered?
Yes, it was definitely. Thank you.
You are so welcome. So, um, because they will be coming down looking for their payment in about 4 minutes. I just want to thank y'all all for coming. Also, let me know in the comments if y'all feel like I messaged you on IG. Okay, I'm gonna go check it. Let me know if it was helpful, it wasn't helpful. Actually, I'm about to post a picture of the webinar on my TikTok, and y'all just put y'all review whether it's good or bad. I am not, I'm not that type of person. If y'all feel like y'all didn't get what y'all was looking for out of here, just let me know. Let me post it right now. Picture, 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 picture. But the webinar will be sent, the replay will be sent out to all of y'all. And if you did do the wrong email, just DM me. Hold on, y'all. I'm finna find this real quick, and then I do my exit, my closing, my close out. Everything that I wanted, and it was more than I thought it would be. I will leave my mark so everyone will know I was here. Let me stop. How was the webinar? And I'm posting it right now. I'm gonna say review in the comments below. And I'm posting it right now. Boom. But yeah, I really hope this was really helpful, very educational for y'all. I really hope it was informative for y'all. If y'all don't feel like it clicked for y'all, do not feel like it will never not click for y'all, because at the end of the day, the day have to end, but on this day, it haven't ended yet, and your trading journey haven't ended yet neither. I want y'all to understand that sometimes it don't click as soon as you want it to click. I gave you all the information that you needed for it to click. But if you do have to go to an outside source for it to click again, I mean, that's what you have to do. Me personally, I learned from somebody, but I had to go get extra, confirmation from somebody else. But that's not me telling you that I didn't give you all the confirmation that you need, because I'm telling you for a fact, everything I told you is everything you will ever need. If you ever wanted to reach out, or you ever wanted to just like a community, even if you know how to trade, I have my Discord. I just posted the link in the comments. I'm pretty sure there are people that still have questions, so I will still be going live on my TikToks, probably every day, every other day. Y'all know I don't mind answering questions on my TikToks and nothing, so y'all know where to find me at. But until the next time, y'all, should I do another webinar? You do live trades in the Discord. I do not do live trades in the Discord. I will be doing live trades in the Discord, but whenever I want to. It's not gonna be something that I really just that's what I need to do for advance, like a part 2. But y'all know, if y'all come to the Discord, y'all can we actually have meets every single week. But yes, until next time. Well, it ain't gonna be the next time y'all come meet me in the Discord, but I will be going live in a few minutes, probably like 30 minutes once I make it on. But thank y'all all for coming. I hope this was very informative. I hope y'all got what y'all felt like y'all was looking for out of this. And yeah, I posted the video with a picture on TikTok where y'all can leave y'all reviews in the comment. So, and I will be in the Discord laying out all the rules, because this ain't just no regular Discord. You can't come up in there and yip and yap in there, okay? You can talk in there, but you can't really do too much in there. But yeah, I am out. Thank y'all for coming. Let me go ahead and unshare my screen, and I am going to end it here. Peace out. Till next time, motherfucker. I'm just playing. Okay. How do I get off here? And if y'all have any problems, just DM me.